hold a candle to the Mr. North Carolina.
The Mr. Rookie Cards.
Okay.
What are you worried about,
Recording
Amy?
has been started.
All right.
All right.
Hey-oh.
That is very nice. I think I should stop doing this voice now, because that is how
It is
Mr.
forthcoming.
Crosby talks.
You're gonna spoil it.
Soiled it.
You'll strain your southern gland.
My southern gland. Okay, that sounds sexual. I'm not gonna lie.
Boy, howdy.
Boy, howdy.
So, Amy, what are you
Yeah,
worried about that with that being just her now? Okay.
Alright, I think Shade was about to actually ask her question.
Yeah, she was
Right.
stalling for a while.
So,
Uh,
for everybody who's just tuning in, considering we have only just started recording, this is a session in which Box and Bolt are going to investigate some things regarding their parents or possible parents, and they are currently at the mayor's office interrogating one Christopher Crossover.
and Hannah's there.
And also Hannah's here.
And
Hannah's
Hannah's here.
we invited her because we love her, and also she also has questions about her parents that these people may or may not know.
Probably won't, but you know, it's like it's like when people are asking questions about parents, you might as well ask about yours.
Yeah,
too.
like, you want to come? Like,
So yeah, Shade has been like stalling for a while and just like got into this conversation about the suits, and then just looks over at Mayor Crossover and is like, so yeah, this isn't related to the cruise or the your like orgy team or whatever.
oh God. Hannah,
Oh
those
God.
my
No,
parents were
it
there.
It wasn't that. God, oh jeez. Is that what y'all think this was?
I don't think anything.
Oh,
Hannah definitely used the strongest possible word for your cavorting.
I mean, I called them a team. It was like a cooperative event.
Oh my God. Stop talking.
Hannah, ask your question for the love of God.
I'm gonna disinvite you from
God.
this investigation.
Yeah. Well, I was getting to it, but then y'all had to freak out. Do you happen to know a person, or did you know a person named Dr. Lewis Kerrigan?
Dr. Lewis Kerrigan. Should I?
I don't know. We're on this. We're asking parent questions, and I figured I would ask.
Oh. I mean,
He was like
the name doesn't really ring the name doesn't really ring a bell, but I suppose it's possible that I ran into a Dr. Kerrigan at the hospital.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess I don't know that he wasn't a medical doctor, but like he was a programmer, like a really, really good one.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm
like good enough to make an AI.
Oh. Well, unfortunately, the people that I know who had the capability of making AI do not include me, and do not include anybody named Kerrigan.
Okay.
Amy and Dan might have been capable of it. Smokescreen definitely was capable of it.
Oh God, I don't want.
Oh, okay.
There were definitely several other villains that I thought that were capable of it.
Oh man, I really don't.
Y2K a whole thing.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Okay. Thanks anyways. I wasn't like super hopeful that I would just get all the information, like, but I figured might as well ask. Thanks. Do y'all have any other anything you want to ask?
No, not for me.
No, I think what we've learned here is enough to go to our next person with a few more prompts and hopefully get a bit more information. No offense. I mean, thank you very much for your help and your time. It sounds like you've got some memory holes right where we need our information. So I don't
Bolt
know.
punches
I feel like
him in the shoulder again.
what? That is true. He said it.
Yeah, just don't be rude. Jeez.
It's not rude to be like, you didn't have the information we need, but thank you for your help. I said thank you first. You're just punching me because you think you can now.
Well, first of all, I can. I know that I can. Second of all, you
Really hurts.
you had a rude tone.
That's just my speaking voice.
Well, that sounds like a you problem. Anyway, thank you, Mayor Crossover, for your help.
Oh yeah, of course. No problem. Anything to help out the old team.
Yeah. Good luck with your whatever.
Your whole day, yeah.
Yeah, with
all
like
this
all of the
stuff.
stuff and being a mayor sounds really hard.
I mean, there's probably
It can be. I'm sure that there is a difference in the kind of things you're involved in, and the amount of things that you're involved in, differing between being mayor of Halcyon City or New York City or some other city.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
and
a metropolis, and it's right on the border with Canada, and it is a city full of superheroes. So, a lot of things to juggle.
Well, there's always 3 to 4 big team teens who are willing to go solve one of your problems and check it off the list.
I'll keep that in mind. Certainly for the more local things. I don't think that I can call upon your aid to deal with Glamazonian diplomats, at least currently, or
No,
with a
I
hostage
definitely
situation
wouldn't.
involving a volcano.
Well, we frequently travel to
do the
space
second
on a
one.
moment's notice, and
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
What, space?
No, a Glamazonian.
Oh, I don't either. I was just gonna accept it.
They're a race of space aliens.
Oh, okay.
Is it? Are they like Amazons?
They're like, listen.
I'm sure you can find it all on Wikipedia.
Yeah, we can Google it.
I battled alongside them in Jekyll Morden once. You don't it's the point is big team can get up to a lot of that stuff.
Look, I'm just.
And also, don't forget we're on your side, and thank you for your help.
Okay, yeah, we'll leave you to it.
Of course.
Do you want? And she'll pull out her 7-Eleven bag. And, do you want
some Twizzlers?
Do you want a can of do you want a bed bowl?
Got some sun chips.
Ooh, sun chips are good.
Red Bull gives you wings, but not literally. They have to say that because people actually have wings here.
Yeah, there would be. We should go. Okay. Bye, Mayor Crossover.
Oh, real quick, is there anything has all this reminiscing wanted you to reach out and reconnect with any of these people? You want me to send a message to any of the people we're talking to? Like tell Ellen hi or something?
Oh, just let them know that I hope they're okay. Okay, you don't have to tell Maggie that. I see her plenty often enough.
Okay.
Sure. Alrighty.
All right. Bye.
Thanks.
We leave.
Okay. And scene.
Yep.
So, after you leave the mayor's office, you close the door behind you, and Agent Carson is there.
Oh, hey, Skippy!
Are we calling each other by cutesy nicknames now?
No, remember there was
Mr. Mercury.
No, there was the other you, and that was your. Do you not know about it? Okay, whatever, it's fine. What fancy seeing you here.
I'm sure. What is your business here?
Just some stuff.
And he kind of like looks sideways at Box and
Hey,
Jay.
what was that about? I saw that look. Box gets all up in his face.
So
Who do you think you are?
Oh God!
We're here on legitimate, normal business. You have no right to interrogate my friend here.
Calm down. It's okay. Everything is fine.
Remember, he likes Bolt.
No, he doesn't. Bolt's just stupid.
Hey!
I don't know about that.
Listen here, you. I saw the way you looked at my friend. You did that eye thing. Well, here, let me do the eye thing back to you, and I do it like 5 times.
Okay. I'm just Bolt is like physically like trying to pull Box away. It's like, no, it's fine. We're just gonna go. Always a pleasure, Agent Carson.
good luck with your big team business. It sounds extremely big team.
That's us. Extremely big team. Great. Okay.
I don't like the way he said that.
Okay. Listen, you don't have to.
I don't like that you think that he likes you. He doesn't.
It's a complicated relationship we have. Please don't pick a fight with Aegis.
He's with Aegis?
Yeah, that's Agent Carson.
Who's that?
He is an Aegis agent who, he's kind of a jerk, honestly. He hates Big Team mostly, but we have worked with him a whole bunch because he just keeps ending up working with us, I guess.
How can you hate Big Team?
I don't know.
Oh, easily.
I told you he was a jerk, right?
What?
But I saved his life when the big Zodiac monsters or whatever, and we fought one together, and we're working it out. But don't pick a fight with Aegis in the middle of our investigation.
In the middle of City Hall.
Look, all I did was pick a fight with a jerk.
Yeah, okay. You did that. That
Okay.
jerk happens to work for Aegis.
Can we change before we go to the next place?
I'm upset that this costume isn't breathing for you.
I just it's not. I feel okay. I need yeah. It's not me.
It is my costume, is what you're saying. It's not you. It's the costume. I failed.
Look, there's probably a bug in the costume machine or something. We can fix it later.
Box is clearly hurt.
Oh, buddy. Look. When we're done with the parent stuff, with our parent trap, we will go back and we'll look at the costume machine and we'll make sure everything's working right.
It's working just fine. It's fine. It's okay. You don't have to.
Now I'm going to. Now you don't have a choice.
No, it's okay. We don't. Hannah is hot. It's okay.
Hell yeah, she is. Bull raises a hand to high five her.
Hell yeah, and then high five back.
Let's go talk to Boone's mom.
No, Ellen. Sorry, Ellen first.
Why would we talk to Ellen first?
Because Ellen's the one with the dispassionate, factual view of the events, and then
Ellen's also the one who is the supervillain, so it's probably going to be way harder to talk to her.
we take that information. Because here's my logic. Here's my logic.
Uh-huh.
Maggie's going to be the one that we get the most info out of.
Okay.
But
I
that's
don't know
why we
that
need
for
the
sure.
most breadcrumbs going into the because like we're not going to learn anything from Ellen that we're not going to learn from Maggie, but we might learn more from Maggie if we have more going into that conversation.
Why do you think
But-
Maggie's going to be the one that gives us the most info?
Because we just learned that Maggie and Amy have stayed in contact the longest and that they were childhood friends and that they were much closer than Cyclone was to Amy.
But, okay, hear me out here. Ellen was a supervillain, which means that if either of our parents were supervillains, she might have known them better.
Yeah, so that's why we start there.
But
I mean, look, we don't have to do everything my way. I just think that is what makes sense. I think that we can, because we obviously didn't learn anything with Cyclone except for some things to bring to the next person, and I feel like that's going to keep happening. And then that at Maggie we learn everything.
Do we have to go to the supervillain Ellen? Can we just ask our Ellen? Is that how it works?
No, we're asking
no,
our
our
Ellen, who
Ellen-
used to
our
be a
Ellen-
supervillain.
Our Ellen doesn't remember that because she came here like before that happened.
But it already happened.
I pull up a
She
chart of
time
Ellens.
traveled. She
Okay,
time
look, what
traveled.
you have to understand is that we have a native universe Ellen who used to be a supervillain and also used to date Cyclone. They are not a supervillain anymore, and they don't date Cyclone anymore, and they're the Ellen who was on this trip and knows the information. They have nothing to do with the 40 to 50 feral Ellens that Dr. Dorhart...
Or
was Dorhart?
our Ellen. Yes, it was Dorhart.
Yeah, of course it was. They have nothing to do with that, or the Ellen on Big Team. This is the native...
Infrared traveled here from 1992,
Right, yeah,
which
I know
was
that.
before this trip. So she wouldn't know anything about this trip.
But like, it's still her. So can't she just like access other Ellen's memories?
No!
No, they're different people.
They're not a hive mind!
They aren't?
No!
No!
Huh.
But they could be. Starts to sing.
I could have Okay. Let's go talk to
I
different.
feel like Ellen would be really offended if she knew that you thought that she was a
No,
hive
I'm
mind.
so glad that we got this out of the way before we went to
Oh my
talk to
God.
Ellen. Do you have any other really, like, problematic opinions about the Ellens that we need to
No,
correct
I like
before
the
we go?
Ellens. I just thought that they were like connected or something. Because
Okay.
they're always together. There's always a bunch of them together.
Well,
Yeah.
they were in a gang for a while because they
Yeah.
were working for Dorhart. And I mean, if you were stuck in a different time with a bunch of versions of you, I feel like I would probably
Naturally gravitate.
Yeah.
You just sort of feel more comfortable with someone who, you never have to argue about what movie or like takeout.
You wouldn't argue with yourself over
okay.
takeout?
Look,
Well, I wouldn't.
we can argue about takeout later. We should go. We should keep going.
Oh yeah. Doesn't
Can we
yeah, let's go Ellen.
we're gonna go to Ellen.
Okay. Honestly, I'm like, as you were talking about immediately going to Ellen, the first thing that popped into my mind was that as soon as you arrive there, the door opens, Ellen is there, sees that it's you, sees that it's a big team, just goes no and closes the door.
Yeah. That's about what I figured. It's like she's not gonna want to talk to us.
Yeah, but I wouldn't give up just because of that.
Of course. So the Drummond Home for Disadvantaged Teens is in like a simpler, like a poorer neighborhood of Halcyon City. There is like a building with like 3 floors. Yeah, kind of like just a block-looking thing.
Cool.
From the 70s or something.
Hey.
Yeah. What do you do?
I mean, it's a public building, right? We can
It is.
go in.
You can go in. Yeah.
Yeah.
There are a lot of kids there. A lot of teenagers. There is like a large hall on the bottom floor where you can see kids doing all sorts of different activities, like playing some board games. A bunch of them are reading. Some seem to be studying. And there are, since it's summer, there are a few of them playing outside on the lawn.
Is there anyone like older around?
By older, how much older do you mean?
Like teenage and up.
Okay. Have any of you three ever been to the Drummond Home for Disadvantaged Teens before?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
No.
Have any of you three ever met the characters Joy or Misery before?
I fought Misery on the Zodiac tree during the Zodiac event.
Perfect.
I Kool-Aid manned her through a wall with Lugnut.
Okay. Then I think that
Oh,
you
yeah.
see her sitting outside, kind of like watching over the kids who are playing there, sitting underneath like a parasol, in her her gothic lovely fashion, and trying to stay in the shade.
And Bolt freezes. It's like, wait. She was working with Mirror.
Oh, wait. Is Mirror here?
I don't think so. Listen, we don't know where Mirror is at any time. She could be anybody and anywhere.
Wasn't she in
But-
jail still?
We never confirmed whether or not she was one of the
Oh.
people that broke out of the helicarrier.
Oh wait.
But
I remember now. Yeah, she probably did.
yeah. But the last time I saw that person over there was on the Zodiac tree, and she attacked me with evil plants, and she was working with Mirror and Bishop. To
Okay.
do
I go
some
up and
shit.
talk to her.
Oh God.
Hello.
I think she kind of like looks up from her book that she's reading, and over her like thin frame of sunglasses. Yes.
Hi. We're here to talk to Ellen. But we happen to be members of Big Team, and I think she thought that we were here on like a Big Team explosion thing, but we're not. It's like a very mild, mundane thing, and we were wondering if you could maybe put in a good word for us.
So it is a big team thing that is a mundane thing to do.
No,
with
it's
Ellen.
actually we're all three on Big Team, but it's just is nothing to do with Big Team. We're just here. Ellen knew some people in college who happened to be our parents, and we want to ask about something that happened to everybody in college.
college.
Yeah, like normal, mundane education period of time.
I think I got some chocolate left over if that'll help.
We've got snacks, and we are willing to barter with snacks.
I think she kind of like looks at Shade holding up the snacks. Bolt, you're pretty tall, right?
Yes, very tall boy.
You probably can't hide behind your friends.
No, I think he's trying a little bit behind Hannah, but it's not working out.
I think she Misery briefly looks at the snacks being offered, and then looks up and sees tall and lanky Bolt standing there. Oh, hello.
Sup?
Completely mundane business, huh?
Yeah. Just because you two fought once in a superhero thing doesn't mean we don't get up to mundane stuff. Also, I'm pretty sure, if you're not a supervillain anymore, that my friend is very sorry for the fight.
But otherwise, he is not.
I mean, you did attack us first.
Yeah, but like if you're like chill now, then Mel's gonna be sorry for.
I'm not here to fight you, but like it, but I'm just saying.
Every time that big team has come here, a fight has happened.
I
Really?
swear to God, I'm not gonna fight anybody.
Like seriously, I'm like
Every
How-
single time.
Oh,
How often has big team come here?
and started a
The one-
fight or
The
been
one
fought.
time that your friend Boone came here,
Uh-huh.
she
Yeah.
just walked into Alan's office, also claimed it was just for a chat,
Oh God.
and then completely wrecked her office.
oh.
That's
Damn.
And then there was
Okay.
the one time that your friends came by and Crescent and the Saboteur showed up and smashed Ellen through a couple of walls. Do you know how long I spent that night trying to comfort all the little children to get them to sleep?
Okay, well, here's what we're gonna do. I'm the only one that could potentially smash a wall, so I'll stay out here.
and
then-
also I also hate big team. I just want to put that out there. Like I also hate all the shenanigans and crimes that big team gets up to all the time.
You
and
hate
I'm-
us?
I hate all the shenanigans and crimes that we get up to all the time. I'm sick of all of the reckless explosions, and I'm trying to reform Big Team from within. So I totally relate to your frustration. I understand. Also, the three of us are just going to hang around until we have our conversation, and if we're a magnet for trouble, like you say, then honestly, the best way to avoid trouble is to get us gone as soon as possible.
Look, there's no way that I could win a fight with Ellen Drummond, so I'm not gonna start one.
Okay, in order, I think she responds to all of you like with one look at Shay going like, "I'm sure you can smash." One like looking at Box going like, "Oh, so you're the good cop in this organization?" And looking at Bolt, looking him up and down and going like, "Yeah."
Right, I can smash pretty well.
I mean, I'm also
actually.
completely harmless. Like I'm a twig that can be
right.
snapped.
That was my point. I'm like
Bolt can beat me up.
right.
I could.
Right, I'm very good at smashing.
So
I'll stay
and what
outside.
about your robots? I know that so many of you are basically twigs, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a giant metal T-Rex comes.
Okay, first of all, he's not a T-Rex, he's a raptor. Second of all, he is out of town.
Ah. It's true.
Well, we don't know.
Bolt's
that.
actually very messed up.
It's kind of a sore spot for me. Yeah, Lugnut is not gonna smash through any walls here.
Moved to a farm upstate, huh?
I hate that you said it that way. He's just elsewhere.
He's
right
lost
now.
in time.
God damn it, Box.
Listen, there's no point in lying about it. He's lost in time. My friend's all messed up about it.
That happens, yeah. All right. I think she's kind of like thinking and says, "All right, you want to ask questions of Ellen, and you don't want to cause any trouble.
Mm-hmm.
One of you can go in."
Oh God.
It's me. It's got to be me.
Oh yeah. I mean, I guess so.
Look, Mel, I love you, and I know you have questions, but if I send you in, you're going to come out, and half the questions we needed to ask aren't going to be asked. And Hannah, I'm learning to like you, and you're the one that could most likely cause a bunch of explosions and punches and stuff. And I know that probably wouldn't happen.
Oh no, yeah, I don't want to like make that a possibility. I'm gonna stay out here.
Right. So it's got to be me. I'm not trying to be like selfish about it. It's just right. Like, does anybody disagree? I'm open to conversation.
No, I mean, you're right.
I do
Okay.
have one question.
Uh-huh.
Why are you wearing a hazmat suit with a coat over it?
I mean,
He's very dramatic.
I like cosplay, and we're doing a day of investigations, so I put on a noir outfit.
Right, and you're the one sane person in all of Big Team.
No, I didn't say sane. No, I didn't say sane. I said that I hate all of the explosions and recklessness, and I hate how we always are like, oh, we know it's a trap, so we'll walk into it and spring the trap. That's the way to solve a trap.
Again.
Oh, I do like that part.
Yeah, that's the
I'm
obvious
the
way.
overly cautious one, is what I am.
What else would you do?
He's the square.
I'm the square. Hi, my name is Box.
So
Nice-
quite literally a square in several dimensions.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
The pleasure is all yours.
Yep.
Nice.
All right, Box, go talk to Ellen.
All right. I'm the one going in to talk to Ellen alone. Ellen Drummond, the character I've never met, that everyone talks about all the time as being spooky and intimidating. I'm ready.
Oh, last night Ellen told me to not let her touch me, so don't let her touch you.
Oh, we're gonna have a lot of problems if. Yeah. No, don't worry. No one ever touches me.
Okay. I think what happens is that Misery closes up her book, keeping one finger in, gets up from her seat, and walks to the door, pushes it open and calls inside. Joy, we have somebody here to talk to Ellen. It's your favorite team. And this 17, 18-year-old Asian girl comes hopping out ooh, 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 and pops her head through the door and sees the three of you. None of you three have ever met Joy before, right?
No.
I don't think so.
I haven't.
Okay. What is the most likely thing that somebody who is a fan of Big Team would have seen of your exploits on the news?
I stopped an invasion of Space Jam style derby aliens. That probably made the news because the ship crashed in the harbor.
No.
Okay.
Hannah beat up the Chief O'Reilly when he tried to do his coup.
Right.
Let's see. I mean, maybe the Zodiac thing, or I guess Bolt technically saved the League of Heroes on his first mission.
Okay. Would that have made the news too?
I mean, probably, right? It was very shortly before they disbanded. They disbanded almost immediately after, but it was probably significant.
Right. Do you remember one League of Heroes member that Bolt interacted with during that session?
He actually didn't interact with any of them because they were trapped in magic evil paintings.
Okay.
So it was a Dataverse session, so it was weird.
So he never met any of them even?
No, unless it happened off screen.
Okay. Is there a later session?
No, because they were then immediately disbanded.
No, but is there a later
Oh,
session
yeah.
that would have made the news?
Yeah, okay, hold on. Let me Oh God, he's done so many illegal things. Probably the Zodiac event when they shut down the giant future sight machine.
Okay. The giant future sight machine. That was a bishop
Yeah.
thing, right? And that was also where you fought Misery.
Yes. She wasn't at the future site. She was like just sort of in the city, but she was definitely working with them.
Okay. So can you describe what kind of like press photo there would have been of Bolt of that event?
Probably the squad, which was Bolt, Weatherman, Jackal, and Cypher. Maybe by the big shutdown, like broken future sight machine, as like Aegis was like arresting Mirror and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I mean, for Hannah, there's already kind of the selfie that could have leaked, and Box. Did Box actually participate in basketball against Jekyll Morden, Space Pirate King of Basketball?
No, so Jekyll Morden is a totally different thing. The Derby aliens were the ones that invaded and forced people to do roller derby in exactly the same way as from Space Jam, where they stole like people's powers and stuff. And then we crashed their ship into the harbor.
So Box did roller derby against aliens.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think Joy pops out and just kind of like briefly freezes as she kind of like looks at all of you, kind of like processing this. Like the first second is just like, who are these people? Second is like, oh yeah, these are clearly superheroes. They're probably like big team considering their teams. Wait, if it's big team, do I know them? Do I recognize them? I don't see Eclipse here. I don't see anybody else that I really recognize here. Where's Ares? Where's Capitan?
We're the good ones.
Actually, I remember you. You were from the quad. With the big battery thing in Zodiac City. That was so cool. Oh, you look different on roller skates. You look shorter. But very good job. I love your sports moves. Oh, and I remember you. You kind of kicked the police commissioner's ass, didn't you?
Yeah.
So cool.
It was so cool.
So what are you here for?
I am here to ask Ellen some questions about when she was young.
Okay, cool. That sounds perfectly normal hero stuff. Let's go. And she grabs hold of Box's wrist and begins to drag him along.
as Box disappears from the other two, he's like, I've immediately failed in not letting someone touch me, and then he's gone.
Yeah, and Joy drags Box inside, and door closes. And they never saw him again.
Nope, this is fine. This is how I've wanted Box to die all along.
It's what he
yes.
deserves.
The greatest eldritch terror, joy,
Mm-hmm.
happiness, dying with a smile on your face. Anyway, Joy pulls the Box inside, and the other two are left behind. What did they do?
I think Hannah is just gonna lean on is it like a stoop or something that like Misery was like sitting on?
I don't know what a stoop is.
Oh,
and it makes me feel a little stupid.
It's like the stairs outside of a building. Stoop.
Oh, right, like a little staircase leading up to the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I never pictured it having that, but I was just thinking that she had like a chair, like a sun chair kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Then yeah. Hannah was
But
just
there
gonna
might be
sit.
like a second one.
Hannah was just gonna sit somewhere, so she'll just sit on the ground.
Right, in the grass.
Yeah. And then she'll look to Misery and say, so who what's your name?
My name is Misery.
Cool. Nice to meet you. I'm Hannah.
Nice to
Good
meet
job.
you, Hyena.
Hyena would be such a cool hero name.
It's pretty close to Jackal. We already have a Jackal.
Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't want to like mess with
yeah.
Melody's thing.
Jackal. How is she doing?
She's good. She's good.
Yeah, she's really good.
A pity.
Do you not like Melody?
Rude. Who doesn't like
Oh.
Melody?
Oh. Melody, is that her name?
I mean,
I like Jackal fine. Plus, she seems to upset Joy, so. I mean, it's true, right?
True what?
what's true?
That the Jackal and Eclipse are dating.
I feel like I've already told you more of her secrets than I should have, and I don't know.
I mean, it's not. She'll like look to Bull and like put her hand in front of her mouth and
It's
like,
just like, it's not a secret, right?
it's not a secret, is it?
Like, they talk about it on Chitter.
Yeah. Okay. No, yeah, that's true.
Good. Then I guess the big team fan shipping charts were not incorrect.
Are you a fan of Big Team?
No.
Oh.
No, I didn't think so.
Oh. You.
So, have you
want-
talked to Mirror lately?
Who?
Mirror?
Mirror. No. But if I had, what makes you think I would tell you?
Just figured I'd ask.
You can always pierce the mask if you like.
Yeah, I'll pierce the mask. Why not, right?
Press X to doubt and pierce the mask.
Yeah, press X to doubt. Hey!
That is a hit.
What is the result?
I got an 8.
Okay.
Do you think what are you really planning encompasses conspiring with Mirror?
I'd go for it.
Can
Yeah.
you repeat that?
What are you really planning? I feel is the closest to have you been conspiring with Mirror? So I'm going with that one.
I mean, she has definitely been conspiring with Mirror at some point in the past. So the answer to that would be yes. Whether or not it has been recent conspiring, that would be unclear.
Well, I already knew that.
Would you like to ask a different question?
I just want to be like, what do you know about Mirror? How can I get your character to tell me about Mirror?
Ooh. That's okay. Has Bold ever had a goth phase?
Oh God, I don't think so. He's
Or
too
like
peppy.
an emo phase. Okay, if he's too peppy, then I guess not. But like Misery is way into, the aesthetic and soulful poetry and music and reading gothic romance and horror novels Vladimir Nabokov's Lolita, but not too much because weird shit happens in that book.
Right.
But I think you could get her to talk about Mirror by talking about. Okay, I was trying to think of like how to phrase something edgy and poetic, like how she is a reflection of the darkness of the human soul. But I think it's exactly something like that.
Oh my god. Okay. Give me a minute to come up with some edgy poetry about fucking Mirror. That's...
Oh, please, if you're going to do that, definitely. In the meantime, does Hannah perhaps have something she wants to say or do?
Hannah will dig through her bag of stuff and say, do you want some Skittles?
Ooh, Skittles.
Yeah, the 7-Eleven we stopped at had the sour ones and the regular ones, so I have both.
Do they have the titty Skittles?
I mean, I don't think you can get those from 7-Eleven.
Yeah, no, I'm joking. I'll take the sour one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and she'll pull out like a bag of sour Skittles and like just hand it to her.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
For a hyena, you're pretty nice.
Oh, thanks. You seem cool too.
Thanks. I am known to be chilly.
Oh, do you have like ice powers or something?
What? No.
Oh.
She has plant powers.
Oh.
Or at least she did. I
People
assume
just-
you still have them.
Now, a lady doesn't kiss and tell.
That's not what we were doing.
Wait.
I suppose
now,
not.
Now you sound like Mirror.
No, if I sounded like Mirror, I would say, do you want it to be?
Yeah, that is something she would say, huh? God, I hate her so much.
Uh-huh.
You know, the thing about Mirror,
I mean,
is she really reflects the worst in everybody she meets, and talking to her is just it's a reflection of not only the worst of humanity, but the worst of us.
Perfect. Honestly. Gosh, I know, right? I don't ever know why I accepted to work with her, but there were some of us that needed to. And I suppose Keith and I were just the most befitting options. I guess Vic and Spigolo just preferred keeping Cambria and Greta closer.
When was the last time you saw her?
Mirror?
Yeah.
That must have been at the party about a month or two ago.
wait, what?
That was when all of that big spirit stuff was happening.
Got it.
Wait, like a month ago? A month ago?
Yeah.
I don't know what I meant by
You're
that
not
either.
It's
You're not recording this, are you?
no.
I plead the fifth.
Oh
This-
no, just I. So we also had a thing with Mirror before that, which means she definitely was out and doing stuff. Then
yeah.
okay,
She got out.
yeah.
Which
Oh
means
no,
she's
yeah, like
out in the world and ready to make my life harder again.
yeah.
Oh, oh, that was you, right?
Yeah, she got
I
out
mean,
when we
I
were doing a
plead the
thing.
fifth.
Yeah, so Hannah's just gonna go into it. She's like, "Yeah, we broke
God damn
we
it.
broke into the Aegis helicarrier, and it was another. Well, we were trying to do something else, but then a bunch of stuff went wrong. Yeah, Mirror like
I still don't understand how that happened.
it's Mirror.
Yeah, but Mirror didn't cause the thing.
I mean, it was probably me. Like I probably fucked something up with the hacking. I don't know.
No, that doesn't make sense.
I don't know.
And I think Misery kind of just laughs as if she knows more about this. No, don't worry, you didn't do it.
What?
Silly.
Do you know who did?
Maybe. And I think she like demonstrably like picks up a cup of boba tea and just slurps loudly from it.
Would could we get that information for more Skittles?
I'm going to need a little more than Skittles.
Uh,
And while
Sure.
you two think about that,
Yep.
let's cut to our other noir detective as
Awesome.
the filter comes back on.
Fantastic.
Wreckage.
Yep.
Does Box have an inner monologue or an outer monologue while being dragged along by Joy up the staircase?
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. The heart of the beast. Ellen Drummond's home for disadvantaged teens. I've heard a lot of stories about Ellen in my time on the streets. It's hard to separate fact from fantasy when you're in big team. Some people say that I'm in over my head, but I'm exactly where I need to be if I'm going to get answers. Misery and Joy are an interesting pair. Hard to tell exactly what's going on. If I weren't so pressed for time and answers, it'd be another mystery to sink my teeth into. I look forward to my encounter with Ellen. Really test my mettle against a hotshot big leaguer from Halcyon with all the history in the world. Listen, I need someone to interrupt me, or else this just doesn't stop.
I think as Box is going on like this, Joy is kind of like standing next to him and just goes like, you know, that is a really interesting thing that you're doing, and I think I could write you up like a recommendation letter to a private investigator or two if you want to.
Hey, stop reading! This is private!
Or you could go inside.
Wait, how did you read this?
Right now.
Oh, okay. I knock on the door.
And from the other side, you just hear like a bit of like a rumble at first. Come in.
I open the door, and I'm very serious.
You're very serious. You
Yeah,
open the door.
yeah.
You close the door behind you. It
You know,
clicks
that
in the
music
lock.
is still playing in Box's head.
As it clicks into the lock, you hear the noise of something like fists hitting against flesh. And as you turn around, you see a towering tall figure, muscular, arms bare, arcane tattoos snaking their way across her arms. moving as if by magic, as her fists shoot forward and embed themselves into a large bag that hangs from the ceiling. As blow after blow comes forward, she dances around it, and she catches your eye.
Box is now 1,000,000% invested in this noir persona thing, which is exactly why he dressed up for it. And like this is a standard. I'm pretty sure this has appeared in more than one noir movie of interrogating someone while they beat the shit out of a punching bag. And so he saunters over all cool like, and he's like, "Ellen Drummond."
You know my name, but I don't know yours. Though
My
from
hero name is Box.
Of course it is.
My real name is Spencer. I don't have a last name. Actually, I'm here to ask about that.
No, you can't take mine.
No. Wow, that would be weird. Like, I imagine there's a record scratch in there. Like, no, that's not it. Listen, when you were in college, you went on.
God.
Yeah, no, this is all about you in college. This isn't about like you doing superhero stuff or supervillain stuff. This is about college.
What did Chris do?
So remember when Chris organized that archaeological expedition, but it was really just about a bunch of hormonal college students getting away to go kiss in Brazil?
You know, that's exactly what I asked him at the time.
Yeah,
Yes,
I mean,
remember.
it's obvious to everyone. So it turns out that everybody who went on that trip either grew up to be a superhero or a supervillain, or both. And my friend's parents were on that trip, and someone who claims to be my parent was on that trip, and we're trying to figure out literally anything about them, and because we don't know the truth. And it sounded like you actually would have a much more clear factual recollection of events than Cyclone did.
Right. So you're looking for your parents. So you're looking. So
I'm
you
trying to
and
figure
this other
out.
person are orphans.
Okay, so yes, I thought I was an orphan, or I thought I was an orphan, and then this person claimed to like know everything about me and my twin brother, and they didn't claim it to me. They claimed it to my friend, who then came to me and was like, "Hey, I think this person might be your mom." And then it turns out that my friend that she told all that to, his parents were also on that journey, the expedition, and we don't know if they became superheroes or supervillains, but they lead a very secretive life, and my friend is very concerned that they might be either superheroes or supervillains.
That's a fair worry to have in this economy. And I think she like gives like one last beat against the bag before she grabs a towel, just wipes some sweat off her face. So you come to me looking for answers for you and this person and for your twin brother.
Yeah, and I mean,
so
there's also another person that you might know, but like, I'll ask about that at the end.
that's a lot of people you're looking for.
Well, the good news is, they were all on that trip. So my friend's parents were Dan and Amy, and we want to know if they were superheroes or supervillains later on. And my maybe parent was Nidalee.
I want to know if they were supervillains.
Or heroes at any point in their life or now. Now is probably what we care about most, but like it would be very informative to know that at one point they were
Well, I'm not too sure about Italy, but I can tell you a few things about Dan and Amy and the others. You
Box
come
is
in.
taken.
You come in here, and you've got this whole thing going on. I see. So I think you understand how this works.
Yeah,
Information does not come for free.
of course not.
So what if you come to offer me?
Well, I'm a doctor, but like I don't know. I don't feel like you have a lack of access to medical care, unless I'm incorrect. But I could definitely doctor the hell out of something if you needed it.
Do you have any experience taking care of children?
I have had child patients. I feel like I'm okay. My bedside manner's like fine. You know, I am a teen, so I have a limited amount of experience. But as a doctor and someone who intends to be a doctor for the rest of the time that they have, I of course have every intention of continuing to grow and improve in my bedside manner when it comes to children.
Of course. You'll forgive me then that I will not consider you my first choice in caring for any of my children.
Well, no, I mean that's fine. Like I am like a superhero doctor, but like that just means I'm better at dealing with superhero stuff. Like you should just go to a normal doctor for like the flu.
Right.
Although I do have flu shots.
I think she like stops drinking like from a bottle of water for a moment as you say that and like thinks, you know what? For your case, with regards to Italy you were talking about, I'll take that offer of medical assistance and flu shots. I'll call on a favor sometime if I need to.
Cool. Here's my number.
Business cards, very professional.
Yeah.
As for your friends, what did they have to offer?
Well, I don't want to go so far as to say like how much my friend Shade is willing to invest. I can say that they're both good with computers in various ways. One's better with like robots, I think.
Are either of them good with programming and installing arcade machines?
Yes. Together, I think they could definitely do that, if not one of them alone. I think probably both of them could handle it. Together, they'd do a great job.
Good. Because I would love to get my old joust machine working again and place it downstairs.
Yeah, no, that's going to take some... they can definitely do that. But of course... And then, like, the music's playing in Box's head again. But of course, that's quite a lot of work if the information's no good.
Listen, I've been around the block. This ain't my first rodeo.
Oh, hello, Drummond just said this ain't my first rodeo to me. Yay! That's in my head. That's in my head. I don't say that out loud.
There's like a tiny chibi box popping out on the side of the screen.
Achievement unlocked. Get Ellen Drummond to say this isn't.
So, Dan and Amy. There was a falling out after we had that trip together. Dan and Amy had some friction with Italy. And they really got into some research projects once they got home. Dan seemed very different after this cruise, and a while after we got back home, he was in the hospital for a while. Our own combined powers and efforts hadn't helped, so once we had gotten back to Halcyon, we got some proper care. Their research projects, I don't know the details of, but I know that they were focused on making some kind of artificial life in an effort to combat something.
Interesting. Cyclone also mentioned this necessity for the hospital trip, but he couldn't remember what the actual injury was. Do you what happened?
See, that was the weird thing. He didn't have like any visible wound, and if it was some kind of disease, it wasn't one that was known to the doctors when we first brought him to the hospital in Brazil. That was the only time that I was there with him. I wasn't close with him, so I didn't attend the hospital in Halcyon City. But from a cursory investigation, he seemed to have been affected by some kind of bioenergy depletion, as if the life force had been sucked out of him.
You don't say. Box plays it cool, takes notes.
Like, in the picture that you've no doubt seen, Dan is the image of health. I mean, he's like an Olympian Adonis, and small wonder that Maggie and Chris both made out with him at one point in the past. But
Box takes notes.
But after the trip, he looked old and withered. And while he did eventually get better, I don't think he ever entirely did so.
Interesting. That's
Yeah,
weird because people usually recover when I do that to them.
When you do what to them?
Oh, so like I drain people's vitality, and Nidalee is maybe my mom.
And as you say that, like her gaze grows dark, and there's like some ominous music in the background. You don't say.
Yeah, I don't do it, and then I like hold up my like incredibly caged hand. I'm on that whole like my powers are evil and I don't want to be a villain, like, you know, teen dilemma.
So, your arm, what does that look like?
It just looks like an arm. Honestly, there's no. But if I take this case off, like the whole room will fill with a spooky, evil mist, and everybody who sort of sees it, I mean, like mechanically they mark afraid, but like it like instinctually, it's all about like in reacting to a obviously inherently evil thing.
Okay, so out of character. What does Ellen see when she looks at your arm right now? Just like, what would a normal person see?
They would see, like, especially when I'm wearing like this noir getup instead of my like hero armor. Like I have a very conspicuously gloved hand, and the glove is like, if you've ever seen like a heavy duty cooking glove or like a welding glove, it's kind of like that. You know, it's made out of nicer, fancier materials, and you get the impression that it's like very heavy. Because when it has been taken off before, and it like lands like a weighted glove because it's filled with like lead and stuff.
All right, so it's like very, very thick, almost armored looking.
it's very out of place next. Like it's not just like a gloved hand; it's like a very thick gloved hand.
It's like your Hellboy.
Yeah, kind of. Not like nearly as thick, obviously. Like I'm not going for a barrel on my hand, but like it is very weighty fabric to, contain evil.
Right. I think what happens is that Alan, like, walks up to you and puts like one hand on your shoulder
Yeah.
and says,
Oh wait, we weren't supposed to touch. I say out loud.
I've been told that before. And you see that she's holding up her other hand in front of you, with like her fingers kind of like outstretched. And there are some tattoos on her arm that begin to glow as she twists her arm, kind of like she's twisting a key. And you actually hear like a loud clicking, like the tumbling of a lock as she twists her arm, and things sound like they're falling into place as below you, symbols spread out from below Ellen and spread out in a circle around you. Just a moment. As below you, a magic circle completes itself. And then with that same hand, she grabs hold of your glove and pulls on it to try and pull it off.
I mean, it's very locked. Like, physically, not just, like, magically. But, like, well, not magically at all. Box doesn't know any magic locks. It's mundanely locked to my hand.
Okay. So what would it feel like for Box if somebody with super strength would yank it off?
It would hurt. It would do damage, probably. Or, because Box weighs nothing, Box would just come with it. Like... comically like a paper crank, like a paper doll, like and then they would try and like throw Box around to get him off. It might be kind of funny, depending on how you want to handle it.
I was going for like a more dramatic type thing, but with like her hand being shoulder, I guess she might like grip Box's shoulder a little tighter to like keep him upright and kind of like pull him apart that way and make the glove come off. Ooh, I almost make my phone come off.
Listen, ma'am, this is very just. I could unlock it, but I kind of want to know what's going on.
I am going to see what is going on for myself.
Oh, good, excellent. Well, rather than you tear my arm out of its socket, I will acquiesce to this situation and unlock my glove. One moment.
That sounds good.
And then Box presses the secret latch. And so I've described this once before. When one latch goes, you hear as like 16 latches come off when you press the right one. And then the glove hits the ground like Rock Lee dropping the weights in Naruto. There's like a crater and everything. And then Box's ungloved hand. So this doesn't happen with Tad because Tad's way more in control of his powers. But and I don't know what the magic circle's doing. But normally what would now happen is that like almost instantly the entire room would fill with an evil miasma, and everyone would get this sense that like an inherently dangerous and evil entity is now in the room.
Okay. That exact thing is happening, but but if Box were aware of this, he could see that the crater that he might have expected in the floor is much shallower.
Oh.
And that as the miasma that fills the room comes to its edges, there's like a bit of like a crackle of energy as it comes against the wall and the windows and the door, and it recoils from it. What does Fox's arm look like underneath the glove?
Normal. Very pale, but it's just a human hand.
I don't know what I expected, but I think that is worse than what I expected.
Yeah, I've got like a bunch of medical scans. I like start taking out my data pad. I have a bunch of medical scans, and it all says that the arm is normal, but it isn't.
Well, then we'll find out a bit more, shall we? And Ellen's hand grabs hold of yours, the bad one.
Okay, so Darcy, what happens here? Because Dox has no control over his powers. Someone grabbing his ungloved hand is basically like immediately they'd be sapped of their vitality. But I don't know I don't know all the steps that are involved.
Okay, so here's what's happening. Has Box ever sapped a magic person before?
Yes, I've actually sapped magic before. It like
What
saps
happened?
everything.
What?
I negated a spell completely with my power once.
Okay, what
By
happened
just
in
like
that case to Box?
Nothing. Box was fine. He didn't become crate because he wasn't sapping vitality. He just sort of like the spell just stopped existing.
Okay. So what you get in this case seems to be almost a mix of your usual results with those results. You see the magic kind of like crackling as it like seeps into you, as almost as if it's getting like sucked in to be negated. But at the same time, you kind of like feel your arm kind of like bubbling as like vitality is going up it to try and like feed the rest of your body. But as you're like looking at Ellen, you see tattoos glowing and spinning wildly. There's like a rose tattoo that you see on her arm that withers, and
Oh no.
A few magic circles that are turning and like gears. And but to Ellen herself, her muscles are just as bulging as ever, as she is like locking her eyes on yours. You see her teeth like gritting as she's like predator grasping your hand, and images begin to flash before your eyes as you begin to see flashes of you, of Tad, and of Nidalee. And what is Spencer's earliest memory?
It would be of very young Tad and Box on their sort of first attempt to escape foster care, but like way too young for this to actually work. Like 4 and like, you know what I mean? Like 4 or 5, and they're out. They're holding hands, but not evil hands. When Box and Tad hold hands, they hold the opposite hands. Yeah, it makes sense. And they are like they've got like a bag with popcorn in it or whatever, and some clothes. When a kid runs away and doesn't really understand what they need, and they're like walking down a street, that would be the earliest memory.
Okay, you see that memory again, and you just know that Ellen is also noticing this, as if she is like standing there watching you escape. And there's another flash of a much younger Spencer and Tad with Nidalee, as she has like swaddled them up, packed them all nicely in clothes, and hands them over to a person at a house. And you vaguely recall this person as working at one of the foster care centers that you've been in at some point.
Right. Like I can sort of trace back, like, oh, this might be the first place that we were reasonably left.
Yes. And it goes back another further time where you see Nidalee in the hospital with 2 little babies, and smiling, but also looking kind of sad and grim and worried, as she is handing one of the two of you. At this point, you don't even really recognize which of the two is you.
Right, we're so young and we're twins, so like it's
Exactly.
indistinguishable.
And she hands one of them to a person sitting next to her, and kind of like is talking with this person, and you don't know what they're talking about because that is not the point of the power, but they are very clearly discussing your future and how to take care of the children, how to take care of Nidalee's children. And then there is another flash, and then there's just darkness. Before
Darcy?
Yeah?
Don't let me interrupt you if this has a terminus that you need to get to. But I would like to advocate on behalf of something bad happening.
I was sort of getting to that.
Okay, I was gonna say that like I have like bolstered infinite powers and burn, and I'm not trying to attack Ellen, but my power could.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I think what happens is as it goes, there is like the screen goes white again. It fades to darkness, and it stays like that for a while, and the music fades, and then there's just like a dunk dunk, as if like a heart beating.
Yep.
And there's like the vague shape coming into view as it like beats again. And it becomes slightly brighter, and it almost looks like a heart beating somewhere in outer space, as you see like tiny pinpricks of light in the distance, but this giant metal ball kind of like pulsating before it like flashes from within, and we zoom back to Box, and there's this same flash coming from between his hand and Ellen's hand, as there's like a burst coming from it, and the entire miasma around you erupts violently into light as it begins to like lash out more in a more controlled fashion at Ellen, and she lets go of you, and there's like burn marks on your fingers and on hers from where you touched each other. Please.
Oh yeah,
mark
go ahead.
The condition.
Sure. I'll be afraid. Oh, or hopeless? Oh, they're both good. No, afraid. I'm definitely scared. I'm scared of Ellen and of what just happened.
Okay.
I also very quickly want to put my glove back on. Like, it's the very first thing that I do.
Okay. And I think as you do, the miasma kind of like fades away again, the light fades, and after you've clicked it back into place, Ellen kind of like drops her hand, and the magic circle on the floor disappears as well, with a few symbols remaining behind, as if she doesn't want to entirely let down her. So,
oh my god, your hand. Oh, can I please? I start taking out like burned ointments. I'm so sorry. I didn't. I mean, this was your idea, first of all. But I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. And I have like ointments and bandages and stuff, and I'm taking them out.
I think she like at first seems to like she wants to protest this, kind of like shrug you off, but I think as you begin to like take it out, she kind of like just takes a seat and just lets you do your work, kind of like keeping an eye on you, as if she's just trying to, like, assess what kind of doctor you are. I mean, if you're going to take care of her kids, then might as well see what you can do. And as you are working on her hand, she says, "Well, at least that confirms it. Nearly is indeed your mother."
I mean, I saw those images too, and sure, I was in a hospital as a baby in the room with Nidalee, but that could mean anything.
And what would confirm it for you then?
I don't I mean, we're gonna have to
Do you want
understand
to-
what the whole thing is, right? Like,
Do you want a DNA test?
oh, I mean, that helps. That would definitely help.
Do you want to get like a spiritual reading to see if your chakras align?
Spiritual readings often end like this with me, with, the other person getting hurt. It's also kind of why I didn't want Gwen to recognize me. But you're very scary, and it's hard to tell you no.
I've been told that.
Listen, I really appreciate all that. Obviously, there's a lot to this mystery. And it involves Dan and Amy and Nidalee, and also some other spooky person that you couldn't make them out in the vision, could you?
Which one?
The one in the hospital that also wanted to have say in the future of me and Tad?
Oh, I don't know who that was. I've never met.
Yeah, me neither. And then also, of course, you almost spookily saw the truth about the horrible power, kind of, right? I'm just trying to I'm just sort of talking while I dress her wound.
Right. I think she just kind of says, "That seems like a separate matter that we do not have to touch upon now."
Okay.
But suffice to say, we will not be doing this again here.
Yeah, no, please not. I'm sorry. I really did just want sort of like mundane information. I'm sorry this turned into an explosion.
It's fine. This is exactly why I have gotten so many magical protections set up here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done that if I wasn't absolutely certain. I wouldn't endanger the children.
Of course. It still almost kind of went bad, but you definitely knew the right time to stop it. Wow, it feels kind of weird after all this, but hey, Lily, what was your dad's name again?
Lewis Kerrigan.
Yeah.
You don't. This is unrelated to the college trip. Do you know someone named Lewis Kerrigan?
Oh, is this based on the assumption that all villains know each other?
Is
What?
Lewis Kerrigan a villain? We just have his name, and also happen to know that it's one of our friends' dads.
The name Lewis Kerrigan doesn't really strike a bell.
Yeah, I mean, apparently Lewis Kerrigan made Gaia and also made our friend Shade. But, like, less of a maid and more of a, normal thing. We hope.
Ah, right. Why are you so awkward about that?
You just fucking saw what all the bullshit that's around me and my existence. I'm 16. You expect me to be well adjusted about this?
Fair enough. There's plenty of weird shit that went on in my life when I was 16, and I don't think I've ever had to deal with being related to a giant beating space planet.
Or whatever. That could have been a metaphor. That could have been a metaphor, right? Or was it literally... No, you know what? We'll find out later.
I mean, magic usually often metaphor. My power is a little bit more literal. I don't exactly know how they interact. Certainly
Right.
not when your kind of thing comes into play with that. Either way, I wish you luck.
Yeah,
With
thank you.
Both Nidalee and Lewis Kerrigan.
Yeah, we're gonna keep asking
and
around.
You also are looking for Amy and Dan?
Yeah, well, I mean, we were gonna ask Maggie if you don't know anything else about them and them being superheroes or supervillains.
Oh, well, they definitely worked with some supervillains.
Cool, cool. Like when and who?
Well, since they were working on some kind of research project with making artificial life, they ended up working together with some less scrupulous people who had a lot of knowledge about tech. One of them was Cyclone's nemesis.
I'm not a big like
His name is
hero.
Smokescreen.
Got it. Smokescreen. They worked with Smokescreen, and also Smokescreen. You know, Smokescreen's name's come up twice as someone who builds AIs, and is Smokescreen Lewis Kerrigan? Just asking for a friend. And like this is a faked death situation. I asked her if we should go dig up the grave, and she wasn't into it, which is like weird, right? Like who doesn't want to go dig up a grave?
If one of your parents was buried, would you want to go dig them up?
Yes, but I'm weird and I recognize that.
Cool, that's good. And yeah, I guess that is another trait that you share with Nidalee then.
Oh, right. What? She like digging up bodies?
Well, I don't know about digging up bodies, but she definitely digs digging.
Right, because she was an archaeologist.
Yes.
Got it. Right. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna get to the bottom of this, and thank you for your help. And I'm gonna go tell my two friends that they're installing or fixing an old arcade cabinet for you.
That is very good. Much obliged.
Thank you for your cooperation, ma'am. And he tips his fedora, which is still on his head, and then tries to leave as suave and cool as possible. But like stumbles a little bit. It's worth pointing out, Box didn't treat his own burns before putting his glove back on.
No, that's completely fair. And I
Yeah.
think as he's like leaving and trying to be cool about it and such, I think before he begins to close the door, or as he begins to close the door, Ellen goes like, "And Spencer,
Yeah.
I'll be in touch about that favor."
Cool. And the door closes. Whew. Well. Whew. I maybe Joy's still there, but I blow past Joy and like rush out to the lawn.
Okay.
Darcy, why are you this good?
At what part specifically? No, wait. Leave it for the stars and wishes.
Yes. Okay.
Bullshit. You hear like from inside.
So Box is like rushing from the second floor down the hall, down the
Yep.
staircase, down the staircase, down the staircase, down the staircase.
Are we still negotiating with Misery?
Oh yeah, Hannah had an offer.
Right, go ahead.
Okay. She like lean in close and like, I notice your whole aesthetic and I appreciate that. It's super cool. What if I could get you a thing that would let you extend that as in a as in money,
bullshit,
as in a gift card?
Just give them a second. A gift card
to Hot Topic.
So this gift card. How much of a gift card?
I was thinking 500.
Oh yes, definitely yes.
That's probably what I could get away with. Like, depends. It depends on what and on what accounting software they're using, on how much of an amount will like trigger stuff.
I don't care. I approve. What do you want?
Yeah. So who you said you might know who did the thing on the helicarrier for some reason? Like how I'm not sure if I want to know how you know that or who yeah, who, why, how, right, Bolt?
Bolt? Is Bolt still there? Or is Bolt playing with the children? Crewe?
Or is Crewe having technical difficulties?
Crewe!
Discord, no.
Oh, Discord.
We want our crew back. Okay.
Okay. Okay, we'll just say that for now, Bolt is just playing with the
Sure.
children then.
Sure. Yeah, so she like just I guess just whatever you know / are willing to say. Yeah, that.
Okay. Crewe, is Bolt currently playing with the children or also right next to Shade, who is trying to...
Oh, no, he's in this conversation. Listen, the moment mirror came up as even a possibility for a topic, he completely switched tracks.
I think, so, who, why, how, right?
I think those are what I asked, yeah. Why, how? Basically all of the the questions like who, what, when, where, why, how. Just any of those you have.
So, let's start with the who. The who was a person who was working with us with the Black Magic Club. I think
Vic.
I mean, Vic said that he had hired her. I mean, that's the sort of cover story that we wanted to go with before we sent her out there. The alias that she used was Hayeli.
No. What? No. What? No. 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 What? No. 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 What? No. 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 No.
Hold on.
No. No.
Haley was working with the Black Magic Club. I thought she was working for Smokescreen.
No. No. What?
Well,
no.
yeah, it did take us a while to get that whole thing set up.
No.
Like the Smokescreen was.
I mean, I don't know the details of that. It was most.
Are you saying?
That, but...
Are you saying
No.
that the whole thing was a ruse to break Mirror out of prison?
No.
Oh, you're a sharp one.
No.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh my god.
No.
This is...
No.
Hannah, this is bad.
No.
This is bad.
No. Hannah stands up and just starts pacing around in just random steps, just like no. What? That no. No. What?
But
no. No.
But Sam was cursed. Like for real.
No. Yeah. Yes. No. No. No.
I mean,
No.
yes, he was or is. That's what made it all the easier to set up.
No. No. No.
But
no. 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 No.
Okay, Hannah, calm down.
I'm perfectly
chill.
calm.
Okay, chill out. We just learned some shit right now. You need to chill out.
I'm perfectly calm. When people lie, it's a lie, and that's what's happening.
Are you saying that I'm lying to you?
You. That's You're just saying. I mean, I'm not. You might. I'm not sure how you got the name and the exact circumstances. And
I mean, she was on the helicarrier, Hannah.
That no.
Wait. Have you seen Hayeli? Do you know where Hayeli is?
I haven't seen her since about a month or so ago, a month or two. What was it?
I forget the date of the finale, but Hannah will say the exact date of the finale.
Yeah, exactly that.
I-
You know, Vic and Mirror got away on their. Don't know what happened with the Ellie. Keith got arrested. Speculo got dragged off. I mean, Keith got out later, but is now like doing that whole villain rehabilitation thing.
Wait, Speculo? I saw that name when I went to prison.
Oh yeah, I guess that's where they're keeping them right now. Then
that's okay. So that's them. That's okay. Yeah, sure. That's that. Mm-hmm.
I guess.
So then
Me-
Hayeli isn't in prison because you probably would have seen her. So I guess she got away with Mirror?
No.
I mean, I don't know where Hayeli is right now. That is, I mean, that part is definitely true. I mean, I'm not entirely sure where everybody else is right now. I just know where they roughly went off to back then, but it has been a while. I mean, I guess Cambria and Greta and Gemma are, at home doing their usual thing. And Stacy is probably just, writing big team fan fiction.
But you haven't seen Hayeli or Mirror since then.
No.
You haven't heard from them at all?
No.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Hannah, we fucked up.
No.
Remember how after the helicarrier we all were like, wow, we really fucked up. We fucked up worse than we thought we did.
No. That's no.
It's nothing personal. Jokes
are yeah, it's just joking. Right.
Oh. What was your name again?
Hannah.
Oh. How did you meet Hayeli after the breakout?
Date.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
We went on a date.
Oh, that's so adorable. I'm sorry.
No, just it's not. No.
I mean, I can't speak for her, of course, but I do feel a little bit sorry.
Hannah's just kind of like staring, like 1,000 yards staring at the ground.
Okay. So Hannah's clearly not okay. Is Lily okay?
Oh yeah, Lily's fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Lily's loving this.
Okay, good. So
we knew this would happen.
I feel like Casey's listening to this like, I told you.
Yeah.
Listen.
Okay. So, draw 25 Uno cards, and I think this is a good point for Box to come back.
Bullshit, 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 bullshit.
What?
And then
what
like
happened?
burst through the outer doors and like face plant in the yard and like
Oh God!
like just
catch him.
all bolt, shade, bolt, shade, bolt,
Yes,
bolt,
yes,
shade, bolt,
Box.
shade. Your
Box.
Mel,
Yes.
your
That's me.
parents.
Yes.
You've got to do something about your parents.
Yeah. What do you think we're doing, Box?
They worked with supervillains.
Oh God! What? They for real?
I don't know if there are supervillains, but they worked with supervillains. They worked with Smokescreen and Shade.
Smokescreen?
Smokescreen's your dad.
No. Okay. Okay. Thanks for inviting me, you guys. I see this is not all like a big, huge prank.
No.
Nice job.
No.
Really good. Here's your hat and your suit.
No.
And your
Hannah.
pants
This
and
is
the shoes.
Hannah,
Like
I
all
don't-
this stuff.
Hannah?
This is
Hannah.
no.
And she'll like
Hannah.
set
This
like
this isn't fun for us either.
okay.
Hannah, look into my eyes and tell me that this is a joke. And you look into Box's eyes and they are dead.
Okay. You also invited us to your house and had mobsters attack.
I didn't have mobsters attack.
Okay.
This is Hannah, you're going into a
Wait,
dark place.
Hold on.
Not everything is
Box.
what?
Box. How do you know
Yeah.
that her dad is Smokescreen?
That,
Okay.
It's not Smokescreen's
Yeah.
name.
Uh-huh.
So this is the like second time that people so I've talked about it, yada yada. I talk about our parents and the trip, right?
Mhm.
And we get information about it, and then at the end we're like, hey, have you heard of this Lewis Kerrigan person? And then they're like, I haven't heard that name, and then I describe what they do, and they're like, that sounds like Smokescreen. That's the second time that's happened.
Okay, but like we don't.
No, we don't know. We don't know because we don't know if your dad is actually dead, but I think this is very coincidental to happen twice with two independent people, and both of them are like that. And I say Gaia, and then they're like, oh yeah, Smokescreen, that's what they do, just unprompted. And then they're like, oh, and that's who Dan and Amy worked for.
Well, maybe Smokescreen is just sort of the most well-known programmer. That doesn't mean that he is Lewis Kerrigan.
Okay, yeah, that's totally fair. At the same time, it seems like, you go to Cyclone, you go to Ellen, and you're like, here's a thing, and they're like, oh, I'm just gonna say the most well-known programmer. Maybe.
Well, if you're talking about AI and they're just like, oh, well, I know one person who does AI, that doesn't mean that it's the person that we want.
Okay, it's possible that it's not. It's very possible it's not Smokescreen. It's very possible.
Smokescreen's like a bad he's not a programmer.
Yeah, he's like a mobster.
Yeah.
When does he do computer stuff?
I mean, I'm not saying
Apparently,
I'm not saying he's smart enough to do that. He's definitely smart enough to do that. Like he's a very
yeah, he's like a manipulative asshole.
Yeah, he's a very scary smart person, and I like it. He has a family.
What I have been told,
he has a daughter.
Yeah, that's weird. It's a good point. Maybe that's not what's happening. But look.
Also, he has a brother, and I feel like Smoke would know if he was secretly a different person.
Have we asked Smoke if Lewis Kerrigan is an alias of Smokescreen?
I mean, no, because why would we ever assume that Lewis Kerrigan was an alias of Smokescreen?
Right.
Because it's happened twice?
Okay.
I mean, do you want me to call Smoke?
No, it's fine. I don't want you unless Smoke's in on the joke.
This is Hannah. I know that this is a lot. This is a lot for all of us. It's not a joke.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Ellen also touched my hand, and a bunch of evil shit happened, and I didn't want her to do it. But it's hard to tell her no.
That was the one thing
That was the
one
one
thing
thing.
Ellen said was, "Don't touch her."
Look, she walked up all calm. She put her hand on my shoulder. I said we weren't supposed to do this, and then she did magic on me.
Oh God, are you good?
Actually, I have a very grievous burn on my hand that I can't treat because it's now safely in my glove again.
Okay, no, that's not how. This is. You are. First of all, you're a hypocrite. Second of all,
Yeah, we know.
We need to
Crewe,
deal
we
with
know.
that.
Okay, listen. So I saw my past. Your parents. Okay, after the Brazil trip, your parents and my parent got obsessed for some reason with the artificial creation of life, and that's what led them to work with Smokescreen, but not in Italy. And I don't know why.
My parents were obsessed with AI?
Your father, Dan, got hurt in Brazil. He had his vitality drained.
Oh shit.
He had his vitality drained and he didn't get better. Instead of like how people get better when I accidentally vitality drain them.
But that's not Nidalee's power.
No, that's not Nidalee's power. They found vitality draining in fucking Amazon rainforest or whatever, and then they decided immediately that the best way to deal with it was to make me and Tad or some shit.
Or like a robot?
Or like a robot.
No.
Hannah. Wait, why is Hannah? Did something happen out here?
Yeah, okay, so we did a side investigation while you were in there doing that investigation. Listen,
yeah.
it's about Mir, okay? And I can't not. And apparently it turns out we wanted to know if she got out in the prison break, and it turns out that A, she did. First of all, already bad. Already a bad day. Second of all, so you know how we were sort of approached by Smokescreen to do the prison break because his daughter was cursed and we needed smoke to break the curse. So apparently he was being manipulated and the whole thing was a ruse specifically to break out Mir. And I could not be fucking angrier than I am right now.
Like that sounds exactly like... Yeah, that sounds... Honestly, if you had told me more about it, I think that adds up a little bit.
No.
Oh, and so Shade's girlfriend was the
mercenary who ghosted her?
The mercenary. Well, so we met her because Smokescreen hired her to help us in the prison break, but apparently that was all a ruse by the Black Magic Club. They set it up so that he would hire her so that she.
Hold on a second. The Machiavellian architect of this is the Black Magic Club?
Yes.
That's the most unbelievable thing about the whole story.
Right. Well, I don't know. I don't know anything about the Black Magic Club.
It's hilarious. Ha ha ha. This is so
not...
funny.
Hey, I don't think it's a joke. I mean, Hayali was on the helicarrier with us.
Yeah. Call Smoke.
Okay, Darcy, I'm gonna call Smoke.
Okay. Ring, 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 ring. I have very little idea of what it's like as a person. I've only played him once before, but I'll try my best.
He's like a very tired dad, mostly.
Tired dad, and also like
he's your friendly uncle.
Yeah.
This is mostly about the info, so just decide whether or not the info is existent.
Yeah, hello, here's your friend Hannah speaking.
Hi, Dr. Ribaldi.
Is Lewis Kerrigan an alias of Smokescreen?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Wow, you're really just storming in there, aren't you?
It's been a day.
Sounds like multiple people are having a day. I was just on the cyclone, and he's just talking about... Anyway, that's not what you're here for. Can you repeat that question?
Is Lewis Kerrigan an alias of Smokescreens? Or like a former life or something like that?
Not that I'm aware of. Why?
But Box thinks that Smokescreen might be Shade's dad. I'm unconvinced.
Smokescreen has come up independently multiple times from multiple sources when asking about Hannah's dad.
Okay.
Which that might just be a relationship, but it's also really suspicious.
That is weird. I do not proclaim to know all the ins and outs of my brother's
Tell me about it.
dalliances. Is Shade also there?
Yeah, she's here. Here, I'm gonna put you on speaker.
Shade, if you're there, I hope that you're okay. This sounds like will be a shock if this is even remotely true, which I doubt
no,
it is.
yeah,
Don't
it's
worry.
okay, Mr.
But
Ibaldi. If you're, I don't know if you're like in on the joke or not, but like, yeah, it's a whole thing.
No, we're not. She thinks we're pranking her because she's having a really bad day.
She's so deep in denial right now, and I actually don't have the tools to like. She thinks the whole world's a gaslight. She thinks the party we had last week was part of the ploy.
wait, you had a party last week and you didn't invite me?
It was a teen party for teens, you weirdo.
Oh. I mean, I suppose you could still. Never mind. Hannah. How old are you again?
18.
Right. And your mom's single, right? And has been a single mom for a while.
Since 2005.
Right. So okay. Unless my brother is good at living a triple life as Vincente Ribaldi and Smokescreen and also this Kerrigan, I very much doubt that he is in any way related to you.
Yeah. Like,
If you are absolutely set on eliminating that possibility, we could do a DNA test between you and me, and to eliminate the possibility of me being your biological uncle.
I could do that.
I would just still be your spiritual uncle. Don't worry. But we can do that.
There's like so many layers here. Maybe I'm getting a little too down the Hannah everything is fake thing, but what if like nobody is actually related to the parents that we think we are?
Okay, that's no way. No way.
Yeah, I know, but like,
I mean, why not? Everything's like, you know.
I don't know what we need to, Hannah. I don't know what we need to do for you right now, but I want you to be okay again.
Okay, we're gonna figure this out.
Listen. If you want to do that DNA test, we can always do that later. You have some time to decide. In the meantime, you also have your mom, right? Couldn't you ask her?
My mom is the last person I want to talk to right now.
What if you're not genetically related to your mom?
Okay, so I'm
Fox,
gonna head back to the community center.
Stop. Stop it right now.
Just gonna go. I might stop other places first. You know, see if the construction company needs help demolishing anything.
No,
but,
Hannah, come on, we're not done yet.
What are we gonna go to Boone's mom, and then she's gonna tell us that Boone is actually my dad? Like,
I highly doubt it.
Like,
no, look, it's fine. He's not your dad. Okay, that's what we just found out. You don't have to worry about it.
He's not your dad.
Box is just crazy.
I've been given a lot of information all at once, and I proposed a possibility, and it was reckless of me, and I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't know how you guys got Misery in on this whole thing. That's
That is an entire separate other issue, and we should probably talk to Wiz about that too, because he was also involved. So how about we table that particular
All of the information
topic.
is real, Hannah. It's just the conclusions.
No, Box, you're talking about a different thing now. We're back on the High Ellie topic.
Well, all that information's real. It's just the conclusions.
Yes.
I think right now, Misery is still like right there, and
Yeah.
like, you know, a little bit more quietly, just slurping at her boba because it's basically finished at this point.
Just enjoying the
kind of
chaos.
just pipes up. What?
Just enjoying the chaos.
Exactly. And I think she kind of like briefly pipes up with like, you know, considering all of the things that happened and considering that I haven't heard from her since, it's very likely that Hayeli just also got arrested. That was
No, she would have been in jail. She would have been in the jail with Speculo.
I mean, I don't know if they would have put her with him. Oh, wait, no, they wouldn't have. No.
There's got to be more than one jail.
Yes, we know that there's many jails, but I mean, I guess I assumed that they would put them together.
No, they wouldn't.
Also,
you seem weirdly sure about that.
They kind of like, they should have gotten like a call, you know, to like a lawyer or whatever. Someone should know that they're in prison.
I mean, probably. I don't think Speculo has any relatives.
No, I don't care about Speculo. I really could not care less about Speculo. Yeah. This is really all High Ellie.
Oh, I don't know if she even has any relatives either. Never heard her talk about it.
Okay. Hannah, we're going to table the High Ellie topic, and we're going to come back to it, and we're going to get to the bottom of it, okay?
Sure.
Well, if Aegis arrested her, we can find that out. Right now, let's go talk to Maggie Ostenburg.
Ooh, the Valkyrie?
Yeah.
Sounds like you've got a lot going on today.
Missouri, what's your email so I can send you the gift card?
Oh, it's XX, but the second X is like a big one.
Right.
Misery, Darkness, 467, large X, small X, at gaymail.com.
Got it. All right. Yeah, I'll send that whenever I get around to hacking Hot Topic.
Cool. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks. Hilarious jokes. Awesome job.
Yeah, we're gonna sort this out.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We're gonna go to
Hey,
Billy's
just
house.
quickly out of character. I don't know how to deal with a person who's rejecting reality entirely. And so I just want to be like communicative about that, Lily, and like I don't know what to do.
No, yeah,
to engage.
If y'all need Hannah to like be okay, she can just be okay. I don't want to like.
I don't need you to be okay, but like I don't know what to do.
No, yeah, time.
I want to engage with it. Like I want to engage with it, but I don't know how.
No, yeah, like it. I think she'll be okay soon. This is just.
We're gonna distract her real quick.
It's a lot.
Uh-huh.
Okay, look, I have to go to the bathroom. I will be right back.
We can take a short break. In the meantime, how much longer are y'all good for? Because I think we scheduled this until like 1 a.m. my time and it's 2 a.m.
Yeah, we scheduled this till an hour ago, and I'm still free.
I'm still good. I'm as good. I'm good as long as you are, Darcy. I know it's late for you now. I don't want to like
Mhm.
keep you up. till-
Yeah, I think you were sort of the one with the deadline, so I could go for
And-
forever.
And I think that we have a narrative reason why we might stop here and
Mhm.
continue some other time. Like with
If-
one
if
of our
all
party
of-
members sort of like melting down.
If all of you prefer that, we could do that. Let's see. What do I still have for Maggie Ostenburg?
Oh, Boone and Bolt still need to find out that they're cousins.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. I just started this
Nobody
session.
said
y'all
that
were
yet.
Like, all of you were like, "Oh, we're going to Maggie Ostenburg first," and then it was like, "No, we got to go to Cyclone first," and then after that, it was like, "No, we got to go to Ellen first."
I've been trying so hard.
You arrive at the Ostenburg house, and unfortunately, their report came in. Maggie Ostenburg is no more.
Oh my god. Sorry,
Because she's
Boone.
going on another couple trip with her new
Oh.
love, Helen Wells. She just won a cruise.
Oh god, another cruise.
Oh my god, who is in charge of that household now? They're unsupervised.
Well, this is after graduation, so it's not Harold or Timothy, which means that it's just Ernest and Boone.
Yeah, it's just Ernest and Boone, totally unsupervised.
And probably their date friends.
Hi, I'm
Yeah.
back from the bathroom.
Hi. Yeah. If Darcy, if you want to be done, or if you want to
Yeah.
continue, either way. I think the rest of us are good.
It's all on you, and whatever you would
Yep.
prefer, we can make it work.
I mean, I don't have any plans tomorrow morning.
If
Yep.
you want to
The
role
thing-
play into the DPAM,
The things that I have tomorrow. In the evening, I have Troika, and then on Tuesday afternoon, I have a session that I also need to prepare a mystery for because it's Thrill of Cthulhu with Custard and Annie. But I have tomorrow for that, I guess. So, excuse
Yeah,
me.
I mean, like, if you're having fun and want to continue, then like absolutely.
All right, let's see if we can drag more people into a depression spiral.
Great.
All right.
I think so like the implication has been, oh, do other people want to take a bio break, by the way?
I'm good.
I'm just gonna grab some water, but I'm good. I'll be right back.
Right.
Okay.
I'm just walking around here, so if I need,
Yeah.
need a pee break, I think what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to mute myself and pee
Yeah.
while I leave all of you to just
Well-
contemplate the meaning
Well,
of
we
life
just
and-
improv.
Uh-huh. I mean, we
everything.
can the dangerous thing is that the three of us could absolutely just go off on our own, but it would be very unstable. It would be dangerous to everyone. I think the
We should-
implication was that Maggie has maintained contact more than other
Well,
people.
He said that she was closer to them at the time, but he didn't say anything about like currently,
Got
as I
it.
recall. So we don't necessarily know that.
I mean, it's the most likely that she would have like any idea.
Okay, I'm back.
Mhm.
At least on a mundane
Hello.
sense, like maybe like,
Hi.
oh, we still get Christmas cards at the very least or something, you know?
Which would make it even funnier that Boone and Bolt just don't know that they're related.
Okay, I very briefly also am going to grab a water.
Why did we do this staggered?
I don't know.
Why did... Gang? We didn't have to go in shifts.
Okay.
Darcy, you're amazing, and we
Sorry, I'm-
appreciate you.
Yep, you're killing it.
Thank
You're
you.
doing a great job.
I hope everything so far is everything you wanted and more. Or, everything you wanted but different. I hope I haven't pulled the rug out from anyone too much, either their parents or their love interests.
No. Lily
We
knew
always-
this was gonna happen eventually.
We knew out of character that Hyeli had betrayed us, so like we knew it had
Yes.
to come up.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I have mentioned to Lily before, like, okay, there is stuff that is going to happen, and it's going to be heartbreaking, and I know, and I would love to give you and Shade amazingly lovely insight, but I can't do that yet, and I'm not sure if I can. We'll see where we end up. We'll see if that is possible by the time you meet Hyeli again.
It's fine.
I mean, if you meet Hyeli again, I mean, for that you first of all need sessions. But yeah. So, parent stuff. How about that?
Mhm. I can't wait to find out that Bolt is actually an AI.
Hey, were you interested in newborn by any chance?
You know, I actually briefly considered Newport.
Right, everybody's back, right?
Is Wreckage back from getting water yet? Wreckage. Sounds like
Nope.
a no.
Hello?
Okay. I think Wreckage would definitely respond if
Yeah.
otherwise.
Yeah.
He is not a silent man. Ow. So, Maggie Ostenburg. Howdy, y'all. I have no idea about the difference between a Georgia accent, Texan, or any Southern accent, actually. I'm actually not even sure if I'm doing the right one right now. Bless your hearts. Oh, Casey, that is spicy. Thank you. I will think about it. Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Yeah. Oh, poor Hannah.
Like, she doesn't actually think this is all a joke. I think
This is her coping mechanism.
she's saying that because she's hoping someone will go, yup, we got you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she keeps giving them the opening to say it, but no one's taking it.
This would be the perfect moment for somebody else to hack
I'm
Hannah's
back.
phone so that Hannah gets a message. Yellie's
No.
number.
Why would I do that?
And like Hannah gets a message from Yellie's number, like, haha.
I mean, if you
That would
wanted
be so
to
mean.
hurt someone,
Yeah, that would
Yeah,
be so mean.
yeah, that would be very hurtful. I know. It would be the absolute worst timing.
Huh?
oh, please don't tell me you're saying that someone else is going to do it.
No,
It's
I'm not.
Smokescreen does it.
That's too much. Yeah, that's just too much.
Listen.
Oh.
I talk a lot about kicking puppies because I know I'm not going to do it.
Got it. It makes
Let's
sense.
put it that way.
All right, let's go. Get scared by Maggie Ostenburg.
Yeah. Maggie.
Wreckage. I was just gonna say, I mentioned it when you were gone still, but Hannah doesn't actually think this is a joke. She just keeps saying that in the hopes that someone will be like, "Oh, yep, we got you."
Okay, good.
She
That makes so much
desperately
more
wants
sense.
it to be a joke.
She wants it to be a joke and knows it isn't a joke. Just this is how she's choosing to like process it at the
Cope.
moment.
Yep.
And, like she's not gonna be like this the entire session.
Got it.
I mean, hey, 5 stages of grief. The first one is denial.
Yep.
You know.
No, it's not.
Exactly. Great demonstration, Lily. Everybody give it for Lily.
Wait, hold on. The first stage is denial.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
That-
Okay.
Yep,
Sorry. Hold
mhm.
on a second.
Welcome to the joke.
Hi, I'm new here.
I don't know how to make medical jokes, and I'm not very. But
Yeah.
psychology jokes. I'm your person. I'm your gal. All right. So, y'all are headed off to. Casey, what is the address? Give me the address. I know you have.
Oh my
one.
god.
Anyway, you're headed off to the crossing of
Heading to the Boone's
The
house.
Ostenburg Wells household.
yes, the Austin Wells.
The
Welsen-
Austin
Welsenburg.
Wells.
The Austin Wells sounds like a Motel 6 style kind of hotel.
I will look that up later. What that is, if I remember. Probably not. So you go up there. It's a nice little house in the burbs. I think, I don't know. And yeah, it's hey Casey, is Ernest there?
Oh my god.
Casey potentially either stepped away or is in lab still.
Okay.
I doubt that they're still in lab at this time of night, but like
Mhm.
they
I
may
mean-
not be here.
At
Well,
this
Oh, no,
time of
they're
night.
typing.
Oh,
Casey
she's
is
typing.
like in California, not in.
Oh,
not
she's
on the East
biking
Coast,
home.
so- Okay.
In the process
That's
of biking
totally
home.
Fine. I guess
You can
Ernest is
show
also
up later.
biking home. No, I mean if you want to be
Yeah.
there. I mean we can otherwise just say that Ernest is, I don't know, on a grocery trip for.
Oh, 5 minutes. Great.
for
So
juice.
he'll be back.
Yeah.
Ernest is making a juice trip, you know.
Mhm.
Ernest can walk in on 5 chuckle fucks interrogating their future stepmom or
Okay,
current
excuse me,
stepmom.
5?
Yeah, wait.
Who else is
Where's
here?
that math? Who else is here?
Did I say 5? I swore I said
Yes.
3.
No, you said 5.
Look, I heard 3.
Okay, so you come up on the street. There's the house. What do you do? How do you approach this?
I'm just gonna go knock on the door.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I've been here before.
The direct approach has worked so far.
Okay, you do know that there's also a doorbell, probably.
I mean, I'll ring the doorbell. I've been to their house before. Whatever is sort of their standard operating procedure, I'll like do that.
Okay, I think the door opens after a little while, and the I need to think for a moment. Right, brown hair. Helen Wells opens up. Oh, hello everyone. Are you here for Ernest? Boone. They're not here right now.
No,
Ernest will be home in a little bit, but
hi. We are actually here to talk to Mrs. Ostenburg.
to Maggie.
Yeah.
I suppose that's okay. I think she like steps aside to and asks like, "What is this about?"
Boone might have told her that we were coming. She said that she was probably going to warn her. We have some questions about some people that she knew in college and maybe still does. That we wanted to ask her. It's about our parents.
About your parents. Okay. Small world.
What?
And she closes the door behind you, and
What does that
Oh.
mean?
and she goes to the living room and then to the kitchen and asks y'all, "Want any tea or juice or just water?"
I'm okay, thanks.
Box
think
is a
she
little
could-
out of it, and like
Yeah.
inaudible to anyone else is just like, I'll just take some vitality, thanks.
Fucking buddy.
And I think Helen just kind of like goes like, "You got it," and she just puts down a tall, like a large glass of vitamin water in front of Bob.
Mm. That's the good stuff. Gotta get those vitamins.
Exactly. I can call Maggie. So it was about your parents, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. And she walks to the back of the house. I have no idea what Maggie does for her free time, and I don't really know what.
Some Valkyrie
back-
shit? I don't know.
I mean, probably. And I also don't know what the backyard of this house looks like, or if there's like, you know, a little shed. But I'm picturing that there's a little shed, and Helen walks to the little shed, and just opens the door, calls inside, and you see Maggie coming out with like an apron in front of like draped over her, sleeves rolled up, bulging muscles visible, and she kind of like cleans off her hands as she like looks towards the house, just nods at Helen, gives her a kiss, and like tosses the thing back inside, closes the door, and walks back inside with Helen. And comes into the living room where all of you are waiting. Hello there, little fellas.
Hi,
y'all doing?
Mrs. Ostenburg. Oh, it's been a day.
Oh yeah, your face is looking like had a whole day, and a half. You all right
In
there, little
slow
buddy?
motion, Box slams his hands down on the table, but it's like weirdly slow, and he's like, "We're here for answers."
So he
Okay.
does like the Phoenix Wright thing.
Yeah.
Slam
Only
the
s-
desk.
Objection.
I think Maggie like kind of like doesn't really pay Box direct attention. She kind of just like softly ruffles Bolt's hair. There, buddy. You'll be all right. Maggie's here to take care of your worries.
Yeah, we just have some questions because you knew our parents in college, and apparently you knew my mom before college. And we're so we have done a lot of asking around today, and apparently my parents worked with at least a supervillain, and I'm a little concerned that they maybe did more than that, and also are like still doing that because we don't. What do you know about? Well, Dan Mercury, and I mean she's Amy Mercury now, but I guess she would have been Amy Pender.
Amy Pender. Yeah, I'm familiar with her. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, she's my cousin.
Wait, what? like for real?
Yeah, her mom, my dad, siblings.
But how did I not? But then me and Boone.
You share great grandparents. You are familia.
I guess you are.
How did we not know that?
We don't do enough genetic testing, Box says.
You know, if you had told me your mom was Amy Pender before, then I might have noticed sooner.
I don't talk about my parents that much, but
Yeah, because
holy
bullshit like
shit.
this happens.
Oh yeah, I guess you also changed her name to Mercury when she married
Well,
Dan, huh?
Yeah. So you knew. I need a minute.
For this one, Ernest.
Take your time, honey. Take your time.
This one, Ernest comes out of the hidden.
Drink.
basement.
Yeah. Take your time, honey. Drink your juice. Oh, hey, Ernest is here with juice. I mean, I'm sorry. Ernest is here with more juice.
Ernest. Oh wait, no, not that. No, okay. He climbs through a window and he's all like, he's still very zappy. And his hair is all poofed out.
Ernest, Boone and I are cousins.
Boone and you are what?
He like
They
points
share
at-
great grandparents. And then Box pulls up that chart that we were linking yesterday. He just has it on his data pad.
I think
I
while
think Ernest is just kind of like looking at it, like, kind of cross-eyed, like, what are you showing me? What?
I think while Ernest is climbing through, like Helen walks back in with like a tray of like cookies or whatever, trying to be a good host, a better host than before. And when she sees Ernest, she just puts it down and just walks over to him and like licks her fingers and just tries to like fix his hair.
They are second cousins. See on this graph here.
Wait, Bolt, does that mean we're cousins?
You will be
I mean,
step second cousins.
We're like step cousins, I guess.
Step second. What? Okay.
Step second cousins.
Yay, more family to disappoint
Okay,
you.
wait.
Whoa.
Okay. Oh God, Hannah, it's okay.
Excuse me, who are you again?
Huh.
This is Hannah.
Hannah has
she's-
also learned a lot of bad things today.
Yeah.
It would actually help a lot if we could finish the picture of the bad things. Have you ever heard of a Lewis Kerrigan?
Lewis Kerrigan.
Ernest will sit
Is-
down next to Hannah and just kind of pat her on the back.
Name doesn't really ring a bell.
Okay, so this is the
What kind
part
of
where
person?
I'm expert AI maker, made Gaia, and is
Oh.
probably Shade's dad.
Oh. Yeah, that does seem like the kind of revelation that would have you all shaken up a little bit.
It's mostly some revelations about her girlfriend that's making her sad.
Mm-hmm.
But if we
She wasn't my
knew the
girlfriend.
truth,
We went on a date. She was not my girlfriend.
Okay, but you liked her. You wanted her to be your girlfriend.
Whatever.
Let's not tease.
So if we knew
poor
the
girl,
truth-
okay?
if we knew the truth about her dad, that might be comforting.
That seems
What, that he
understandable.
may or may not be smokescreen?
We're pretty sure he's not smokescreen.
What?
There's a non-zero chance that he's smokescreen.
There's a non-zero chance that he's anybody.
Me? No.
Girl. Honey, if Smokescreen was your father, your papa, you would know about it. That man would not shut up about family. I once met the man in like one of his little clandestine mafia-like little meetups, and he would not stop talking about how much, family values were important to take care of. Taking care of those close to you. And if he was your father, then that would be a very poor dad. But I've seen his family, his daughter. That seems to be a pretty tight-knit little family. At least from as far as I've seen it. I mean, how much can you really know your enemies,
Yeah, I mean, hypothetically, so here's the other half of this whole mystery. Apparently, Dan and Amy and someone named Nidalee, we'll get into that in a second, I'm sure you remember her. They all got into, like, the artificial creation of life. So there's a lot of rules that are being broken about parenthood right now.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows? Maybe Smokescreen doesn't even know that he's Hannah's dad, but he's not.
No, he's not.
Right, they just
Might
work
be.
together.
Huh. Yeah, them working together sounds about right.
Probably.
I mean,
Of course it does.
But we don't know that your
I-
dad worked with him.
I
We
haven't
know that my
heard the
dad did.
name. I haven't heard the name Lewis Kerrigan, but your guy, they were some kind of space thing, right?
They turn into a giant spaceship. It's great.
Right. So it sounds to me like that's more of like a space organization type thing.
Spear, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I've worked
Wait,
with
are you
Spear,
telling me
like, a
there's
couple of times in
another
the past.
acronym organization in this city?
Oh,
Yeah, the
Spear is not
space
really in the
one.
city, more so, out in space. They have a base on the other side of the moon, on the dark side. And they
Oh.
mostly like take care of like
Rock on.
space business, dealing with alien civilizations, that sort of thing. I have occasionally had some run-ins with them and deals with them. One time, me and Lancelot were taking care of some business with the Zonians, but that's kind of all I had. I don't think that. I mean, I've never really delved into that organization. Wasn't really in touch with any programmy people, any robot people. As far as I'm aware, Smokescreen never worked with those. Them. I mean, Spear, as far as I'm aware, is on the up and up.
Yeah.
So
Lewis Kerrigan died. Also, Lewis Kerrigan died 15 years ago. Supposedly.
oh, I'm so sorry.
Wait, supposedly.
If
We didn't like dig up the grave or anything.
That
Did
is
you
a
have a
good
reason
thing.
to suppose otherwise?
I don't know. Like there are people saying he might have faked his death or something or whatever, and like
That was what we thought he was Smokescreen, but we're pretty sure that didn't happen.
whatever.
It's okay. It was fine. Everything. I'm sure he was a perfectly nice space scientist.
If you
and
made
is-
Gaia, he can't be all bad.
Yeah, right. Guy is great.
Or probably even a little bad.
Gaia
He's
can't even talk
probably
about
fine.
him. He put stuff in Gaia that made it so Gaia can't talk about him.
Okay, that is a little weird.
That's okay. Yeah, that is slightly strange. Maybe he just likes his privacy. Well,
Box is
okay,
looking
so-
at both like this is like the hearing that about Gaia is like it's smokescreen, it's frozen. He's not saying anything.
Okay, look,
Yeah.
Hannah. Here's the thing, right? Now we have something to go on. We can look into Spear. We have a starting point.
Sure, it doesn't matter. Both of my parents are assholes. Whatever, it's fine.
We don't know that. He could have a perfectly good reason. Look, we only know for certain that my parents were working with supervillains. That's the only thing we have confirmed.
Oh well, and also my or whatever that lady is
She's your mom.
made me. We know that.
Ernest kind
we
of flips
Are you a
low
doctor?
and just says quietly,
Are you a doctor and you don't know how
parents could
babies are
be-
made?
No. Like, okay, Ellen magicked me and found out that I saw the whole thing. They were talking about artificial life, and then I was there, and then they were arguing about what to do with me and Tad.
You saw yourself being born?
But like not born though.
Like in the womb?
No. We didn't. There was. Listen, now this is getting weird. I'm trying to say that I was not born, maybe. Or at least partially not born. Or it was artificial, but not just like in the normal way. Oh, this is getting weird.
This is very weird.
Maggie, do you know anything
Okay.
about Dan, Amy, and Nidalee? Or we'll just get out of your hair.
What was that a question?
I guess it was kind of open-ended.
Well, no, I didn't hear it because I was trying to say something at the same time you were saying something.
Oh, I said, Maggie, do you know anything about Dan, Amy, and Nidalee? And we'll just get out of your hair.
I think Maggie, for the last little while, has kind of like been like glaring at Bolt ever since, like slowly starting when he made the comment of like, oh yeah, I mean we didn't dig up the body or anything, and then slowly like shifting like grimmer and grimmer, and kind of like one hand like gripping at her knee like, don't punch the little kid, don't punch the little kid. As he's just like talking, and Hannah is like clearly getting more upset and depressed about it. And when Box then pipes up and like, just tell us everything you know about Amy and Dan Nidalee, she like sucks in a breath through her teeth, and she says, well, many of us were already friends before we took that trip. Not all of us. I mean, I was close in the past with Amy, and I was close with Chris, and it was my first trip with Eric. I don't really remember a lot of the details of that trip. I remember some good parts of that trip. There was a place that we went to. Anyway, you don't want to hear more of the trip, obviously, because you just want to know about Amy, Dan, Nidalee now.
Yeah, I would love to know if my parents are supervillains like right now. Is sort of the most pressing concern.
Nah. Amy's not a supervillain. She's not the type.
Okay.
Amy's a good girl. Always has been. Always, charging off into dark places and just dragging things into the light, making people listen to her, and dragging everybody along on a big adventure.
I mean, those could be the traits of a supervillain too, though.
And Dan, I mean, Dan doesn't really have the constitution for it. I mean, supervillains get beat up all the time. Gotta have a good constitution for that. Dan doesn't really have that. As for Nidalee, I mean, I got along with her fine at the time, but she cut herself more off from the rest of us. She was closest with Chris at the time anyway, not so much with the rest of us. But I mean, I did get some kind of vibes from her, as y'all kids might say.
Evil
That-
vibes?
I wouldn't necessarily call it evil, but you might call it bad vibes. Villainous kind of vibes. The kind of vibes that make you go, ooh, that's spicy, but I don't think you're good for me.
So like the vibes for a burrito.
Exactly like the vibes of a burrito.
Oh my god, Fox, your mom is a burrito.
You see
You know,
Ernest pull out
it's
his
good-
phone and write something down.
Exactly. That's like a good way to describe it. Nidalee was like a burrito, just like how Helen is a tall glass of milk.
Okay, I'm gonna move
Ernest
past
will
that metaphor.
Yeah, Ernest will just write that down.
Box is just taking notes.
And I think when she sees you take, I think Maggie kind of leans in and says, "Oh, the milk is a metaphor for being
Yep.
thirst quenching and also helpful in negating the effects that spicy stuff has, like the capsaicin."
Yeah.
Oh, that's where you were going. Okay, no, I
Yeah.
get it now. Okay.
Yeah.
But also that it's thirst quenching.
Right. Thirsty.
Mm.
Got it.
Maggie, please.
I think you kind of like see how like she's probably like in the kitchen and kind of like Ernest, you see your mom kind of like face palming, but she like tries not to laugh, but she kind of like feels like she has to, and she just wants to hide it from all of the other just utterly embarrassed.
Adorable.
Okay, so Nidalee was a burrito.
Helen's a tall glass of milk.
Yeah.
Let's never say that one again, please.
Yeah.
Bless your heart, Ernest. So y'all are looking for this Lewis Kerrigan, and you all were thinking that it was smokescreen, but it's not smokescreen. So
Definitely not smokescreen.
what other kind of AI making children having probably dudes kind of people are y'all familiar with?
I'm not familiar with anyone.
There's ways.
Hey, Bull, did you ever figure out who Gearhead stole Wingnut from?
No, I never looked into it, honestly.
Does Wingnut know?
It's not that she's ever told me.
The entire group looks at
Who's-
Wingnut.
Yeah, looks at Wingnut.
Including Helen from the kitchen. Like, we just get a shot that everybody can look at Wingnut.
I kind of imagine Maggie first go like as everybody's like going like looking at Wingnut. Maggie kind of like looks at everybody like, who's Wingnut?
Oh, it's the bird.
This is
Oh.
Wingnut. I rescued her from a supervillain who like made the robot part, but not the Wingnut part. And he sort of like taps her head.
Oh.
She can't make noise. She has no speakers.
Oh.
She just stares unnervingly at people mostly.
It's very unnerving.
Mhm.
And you wonder why Ernest claims that she looks evil.
Right. So where did her AI come from?
I don't know. I don't think Wingnut made it, or I don't think Gearhead made it, but I mean I never looked into it.
Oh my god. Are you trying to say that your Kerrigan or your smokescreen also made your Wingnut?
We don't know. That's just we have no idea.
You just asked if anyone knew anyone who made AI.
Hold on
That
a
was-
second.
Right.
And I happen to know.
So
an
Dan and
AI.
Amy worked with Smokescreen in the pursuit of artificial life and Nidalee worked with Smokescreen in the pursuit of artificial life, and Smokescreen makes AIs and made Wingnut, and
We don't?
Smokescreen
Okay.
is all of our dads, and
Okay,
we're
all
brothers
right.
and sisters.
Okay, calm down. Okay, Box.
Step
Fox.
second cousins.
Yeah.
No. Me, Mel, and Hannah are siblings, and
Okay.
Smokescreen's our dad.
Then I would be
Okay.
step second cousins with all of you.
Okay. Box. Calm down. Okay. Chill out. You're jumping to conclusions. You're jumping to so many conclusions.
I'm just saying that this is on the differential.
We also Smokescreen making Wingnut. We have no idea if that's true. And that also wouldn't make him my dad because, contrary to popular opinion, Wingnut and I are not actually the same person.
Mel, you can talk to robots.
Yes, because I got zapped by a computer.
What if it wasn't because you got zapped from the computer?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
What if you could always talk to robots?
I think I would have noticed if I could have always talked to robots.
No, but like in the way that powers turn on later. Like what if that was always in you and it's because of all of the work that our parents did together on making people?
But okay. So they were looking into artificial life. Like robot artificial life or like tube baby artificial life?
I don't know. We don't know. We actually didn't learn anything about that project.
But your parents are still alive. You can just go ask them.
No, but what if they're evil though?
It sounds like they're not.
But they might be.
Is there a reason why you haven't asked them yet?
My parents and I don't really have that kind of relationship.
If it turns out that they are like actively supervillainous, which you have suggested would not be the case, then it might be dangerous for them to discover that their son is actively a hero.
Yeah, they don't know that I like do this.
Likewise, if my maybe mom is my mom and has been spying on me and made me under nefarious goals, you know, like that's not something I want to necessarily engage with without all of the information.
Oh man, I don't want to talk to my parents.
That's all right, Bold, sweetie. You don't have to talk to your parents if you don't want to. I can just beat the shit out of them for you, and we can get the information that way.
Okay, if they're not supervillains, I don't want that to happen either.
Listen, Miss Ostenburg, please have your involvement be done at the end of this conversation, if that's all right.
Oh, the threats will continue.
Oh, great.
Right. Well,
okay.
I mean, as long as that doesn't turn into any sort of action.
I'll be the judge of that. Thank you.
Oh,
okay.
well.
Oh boy.
Ah, God.
Yeah, she's like a god. Like I don't think you can really tell her what to do.
Yeah, I mean, you raise a good point. So, do we have any? I mean, I don't suppose you know anything about what our parents were doing with Smokescreen.
Well, that whole thing with the artificial life stuff, I mean, I don't know like exact details of that, and I don't know how y'all have been interpreting that, but I just thought that they were making robots.
Yeah.
You know, stuff that wasn't organic.
Yeah, I mean, that makes
Biological.
sense. My parents are engineers.
Right.
Darcy, I check if Crewe is a human.
if Crewe is a human. I mean, honestly, I've been
That's
trying.
there's no
I've been
telling.
wanting to do that for ages, but
Look, I used everybody's out of character names. Box checks if Bolt is a human.
Okay. Can you? What is?
I have
unleash
medical
me?
powers.
Box has the medical
Right.
scanner stuff.
So sometimes
Right,
sometimes GMs have, when I do medical things, they make it an unleash your powers.
Right.
Sometimes.
I was gonna say that would be the most logical thing. I wasn't entirely sure of the best route, but let's just go for an unleash your powers.
Okay.
I think
Today's been a great day.
Oh my god. That's a 5,
the
Darcy.
Roll20 is still working for you?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I
Okay.
wasn't able to access it, and a lot of people.
I rolled a 2 and a 1.
Nice.
Okay. So, wreckage.
Mm-hmm.
With regards to Box having been talking about like, oh yeah, smokescreen is all of our dads and all of that stuff, that kind of came across to me as a little bit of like paranoia and may have been somewhat serious, or may have just been Box just overreacting. I mean, definitely is Box overreacting, but was it like Box intentionally overreacting to be silly, or does Box actually think that this is an option?
So what is happening is that Box sees that as an option and is also the worst case scenario, so he's panicking about that.
Okay.
Because it keeps happening. It is a possibility, and therefore it's the worst possibility, and therefore Box is scared of it.
Okay.
And therefore it must be true.
Okay.
I wouldn't go that far. Box isn't certain that it's true. He's just panicking that it's true.
Okay. So what does Box do to basically check Bolt's vitals, or check whether Bolt is a robot or not?
I mean, it would be like a full medical scan, and the scanning equipment can't be like wrong, but I can like misinterpret it if there's anything weird going on, I guess, or maybe I'm just sloppy and tired.
I think as you look at your pad, kind of like blinking from the rough day you've had, and look at Bolt's vitals. To you, it looks like the vitals are all wrong. I mean, they're all right in a sense, but they're like just a little off. Like Bolt is in the uncanny valley of vital signs. Like somebody was trying to replicate vital signs and got close enough, but didn't have like that like it's almost like somebody tried to calculate the vitals of a being.
These numbers are artificial. These numbers were generated by a random number generator. Mel?
What?
Mel.
If you're about to tell me that I'm a robot, I swear to God, Box.
Mel, your vitals are weird.
What do you mean weird?
Like, the vitals I'm getting back look like what I would do if I was at a computer and I faked the vitals.
Mel snatches like the machine away from him and has just no idea what any of these things mean. Just like, what here says I'm a robot?
It's okay. It's like if I was trying to spoof vitals, this is what I would do.
That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense.
Maybe Bolt's just like accidentally talking to your pad, and it's like making things wonky.
Bolt, are you talking to my pad?
I'm going to talk. Well, now I am. I'm going to talk to Box's medical pad to see if I can understand what's going on here.
Can I be my own medical pad as a character?
Hold up.
That's not how that works.
Mine's a computer, though.
Hold up. Bolt.
Yes.
Do you have any conditions marked right now?
I do not.
I think after all of this talk,
Mhm.
It is time for you to mark hopeless.
Yeah. All right. Wow. Okay. I see how it is. The Unleash Your Powers one, huh?
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, hey, it is narratively appropriate, and I also want to move out of. Might as well just check in with that before. So please roll to unleash your powers.
All right. Well, luckily, my bird helps me. Nope. I did a bad
Oh my
job.
god.
I
We
did a
are
bad
doing
job.
we have rolled oh my god, we have rolled as bad as we possibly could every time.
Oh man, it's so bad.
Oh no.
Every single
What's-
one. Oh
It's a
my
lot
Can
of
you
God.
tell me
potential,
what it
though.
is? Because I'm currently
Sorry. I got a 4.
It's a 4.
okay.
Oh, jeez.
So even without the condition, they put it at 6.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Oh man.
you know
Oh
what?
no. At this point, narratively, you just are a robot.
Wreckage.
I'm kidding.
I'm okay with you portraying your medical pad, but you're going to have to tell Bolt the exact things that he does not want to hear.
Yep, sure, no problem.
As Bolt is senses are just entirely distorted, and the powers are going just a little haywire in
Sure.
the wrong way.
Yep.
And there's maybe a bit of short circuiting going on itself.
Okay. Here's the thing. Bolt doesn't talk to computers in words.
Well, and we can not do that.
we can abstract
I can do a
it.
bit, but
We're-
like
He's basically trying to see what these numbers mean, because he doesn't know how to interpret them normally, so he has to ask the machine, like, hey, what is this shit about? And B, where are they coming from?
so it's like the machine will be like, these numbers are within the parameters for a human, but they are also suspicious. And they are coming from you.
This is Bolt drops the medical pad. This is no. This doesn't make any sense.
What happened?
I'm not a robot, okay? I'm not. Why would I be a robot?
Ernest flicks Mel's forehead, like, to see if it makes a robot sound.
I mean, you've punched him before. Was it like a robot punch? Like did it feel like you punched a robot?
No. And I've also punched robots before, so I feel like I have some experience.
Yeah.
I mean, there are very sophisticated like bio androids.
Yeah, like I feel like I would know if I was a robot. I feel like that's something I would be able to tell.
I mean, I just found out that I was maybe also made, and I couldn't tell.
Yeah, but that's not a robot. That's just
I don't
like
think I'm a bio
pod
android, but
person.
what if we're all bio androids?
That doesn't make any sense. I
mean, if we're
refuse to
all-
accept.
If we're all bio androids, then like it doesn't matter, right?
No, not everyone. I mean, like those of us involved in this.
Oh, like in that one manga anime. What was it called? The one with the dragons.
I don't watch anime.
I do watch anime, but I don't. That description does not ring any bells.
I didn't really watch much of it because it was all about balls.
Dragon Ball.
Right.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, the androids in there are bio androids. Right. Hey, good pull.
That does. I have an older sister.
What if the older
Sounds
sister's
like-
real and you're a bio android?
Why would
Sounds
they
like
make?
maybe you should talk to your parents about some things, and then they can tell you that you're not a bio android.
But How am I supposed to explain to my parents that I think I might be a bio-android? Which I don't, because I'm not.
I think Maggie's kind of like staring dead ahead, kind of. What if I'm a bio android? And I think Helen just kind of like comes down behind her and kind of just like pats her on the shoulder.
This is absurd. This is absurd. This isn't true. This can't be true.
Hannah just looks at Bolt.
Hannah, try to hack me.
Do you have a port?
No, because I'm not a robot.
Okay, then I can't hack you.
Yeah, Hannah doesn't have hack powers.
Like I'd have
Bolt!
to
Bolt!
in.
What?
Wait, I can hack you.
What?
Maggie,
Really?
Maggie reaches behind the couch and lifts up a sword.
Okay.
No, that's a different word, and you know it.
Right. I'm sorry.
but-
I'm just joking you.
Bolt!
Please
Bolt,
don't
Bolt.
stab me. What?
You know the talky thing you do to things?
Yes.
That's the
Try to talk to your own body.
Okay. I don't even know how. Okay, I guess I'll try to do that. he raises one hand, like looks at it sort of weird, and like sort of hesitantly like touches his own shoulder.
Okay.
And tries to use his powers on himself.
Okay. I'm gonna need to you to ask a question.
Okay.
First of all, what hand is Bolt using to touch his own body, and what part is he touching to initiate his powers?
It is his right hand, because that's his dominant hand. And he's just gonna touch his like left shoulder. Like he's gonna reach across his body and touch his shoulder.
All right. Next up, please give me an unleash your powers.
Okay.
God, I hope this fails too.
I guess Wingnut's helping.
Well, they're all failures, so like we don't know if that any of this is true.
I don't.
Nate,
There's
I got
different ways.
Nate, I got
He
Nate.
can still hurt himself with his powers.
All right.
I
There
don't
are
know
different
how he
ways to
could.
interpret failure. Does it mean that we're
Oh.
wrong, or does it
Oh
mean
my
that we've
God.
narratively sculpted the world in the wrong direction?
So, Crewe, do you want to mark condition or make it temporary?
I'm gonna go ahead and mark angry.
Okay.
Because
Now
he's
I
already
have-
angry.
I have a second question for you.
Mm-hmm.
With regards to Bolt being an android or
Yeah.
bio-android or some variety of that,
Yeah.
do you want this? Do you want this to be fully true, not true at all, or only slightly partially true?
Oh man. I will say that I did not think that he was an android, but I am open to that possibility. I guess it's oh my god.
If
Oh my
you-
god.
Is play to find out a valid answer?
Yeah.
But this
If
is,
you-
this is-
I
this
feel
is the
like we're
moment
at
where it's
that
found
point.
out. Yeah.
If you
We
aren't,
played.
if you aren't entirely sure about going fully, but
Mhm.
are okay with the possibility, we can just go partially for now.
Yeah, all right. I'm okay with that. Let's
Oh
make
my
my boy a robot.
This is so
Alright.
spicy.
This is great. No, guys, this is because I'm not even changing to bull anymore, but I still get to be a robot.
This is how Bolt can still win.
Here's how Bolt can still win.
See, oh my god. See now, okay, I probably shouldn't say this, but honestly, now that you're going to talk to your own body, and I'm just thinking like, what if you were bonded with your own body? That would be weird.
Oh my god.
But hey, I guess in a weird way it makes sense.
Bolt
But
ending
let's
up
see.
being a bioandroid doesn't force any type of playbook. Everything's still on the
This is
table.
true.
Yep.
A lot of things certainly are. So, Bolt, you
Yes.
take your right hand, you put it on your left shoulder, you go for it. You try to initiate your powers to talk to your own body, and it is very appropriate that right now I'm in a room that is full of books talking about opening your chakra. Because that is sort of what it feels like to Bolt for just a moment, as there's just like basically completed circuit going from one shoulder to the other through your arm and through your torso. As you just feel the energy coursing through you, as you feel your powers engaging, as you feel something click, and you feel like a bit of a shock of pain going through your shoulder. And what does it usually sound like or feel like when you talk to a machine?
I don't think it doesn't sound much like anything. To him, it's basically a mind meld. Like he sort
Right.
of becomes one with the machine.
Mm-hmm.
It probably varies based on what machine he is talking to.
Right.
But yeah.
Mel just discovered he has a meditation hack
Well, here's the
that he can just do.
All right. So, what happens is that you feel this mind melt going on, and it feels kind of like when you recall machines that you've mind melded with before. This doesn't feel like Box's pad. This feels a bit more like Wingnut or Lugnut, and it feels a bit like a bit higher, perhaps even like the Baroness. And as you are kind of like speaking mind to mind that way, just your thoughts being its thoughts being your thoughts, for whatever thoughts it might have, you get the sense that it wants to activate.
Oh my god. Can I tell what that means?
It is asking you for permission, as it is basically like you get the sort of sense that we've been together for so long, we've been working together through thick and thin, always in the shadows, supporting each other. Well, me more, you. I think it is time for me to leave the proverbial nest and spread my wings. Will you let me?
I mean, oh my god. So Bolt is freaking out, just panicking. But I think his default reaction is always going to be pro robot.
Okay.
So he's gonna say yes.
All right. Ernest was sitting next to Bolt, right?
I don't know what the order was. Ernest sat down next to Hannah.
Yeah, Hannah's on
Right.
the far, and Ernest is there.
I think-
I'm next to
Box is
Bolt,
probably
and
next to
Bolt
Bolt.
is like furthest to the right or whatever. So it's me and Hannah in the middle, and Ernest on one far side, and Bolt on the other.
All right. So then it's like Maggie to Bolt's right and Box to Bolt's left.
Yep.
I'm getting you right.
Yep.
Okay. So Bolt. As you meditate, as Bolt's like brow crinkles a little bit as you kind of like grant this permission, you feel a surge of pain going through your shoulder. Could you please take a powerful blow?
Yep, I'm gonna do that. Also, I do want to say, it is visible when he uses his powers because, like, sort of purple, like, sort of lines of light come out of his hand. So
Mhm.
it's immediately obvious to everyone that it worked. Conditions. Let's roll that. Great. Oh boy, I got a 12, Darcy.
Oh my goodness!
So,
The first high roll.
what would you like to pick here? Would you like to pass out, or lose control of your powers, or yourself in a way?
I
or-
would love to lose control of myself or my powers in a terrible way.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Don't die.
So,
Don't short circuit yourself.
so I'm just picturing like things going kind of like quiet in the soundtrack of this episode, and as the audio kind of like focuses on Bolt's grunting and in pain, and then there's like a bubble sort of effect over his shoulder and like a cracking visual, and choir music begins to play as Bolt's shoulder and his costume there bursts open as something that looks like blades spurt out
Oh my
from his
God.
shoulder and unfold into
Ah,
a
yes, I see
large,
where.
majestic wing and bursts out. Fox, you're sitting right next to Bolt. Could you also please take a powerful blow as
Sure
the
thing,
wing
buddy.
unfolds and bursts into you and spreads out, filling a large part of the room, and you just hear whirring noises as Bolt, your newfound wing sprouting from your shoulder, like whips around and just tosses things aside and wrecks the room, and you see the far window shatter before Maggie holds up her sword and blocks the wing before it hits Helen.
Oh
Uh-huh.
gosh.
So I got a 10. And I see that we're leaning fully into, like, maybe on the Bolt thing, huh? We're definitely in the maybe still.
Please don't destroy this house.
Darcy, I'm gonna go ahead and lose control of my powers in a dangerous way.
God, what is happening?
And I'm gonna say that the blade wing cut my glove off.
Okay.
With none of the magical protections that Ellen previously set up to contain that whole situation.
All right. This sounds like a great time for Boone to come in if you want to. As miasma begins to like pour forth from
Okay, so
from Box's
mechanically,
arm.
at least in the past, most people are supposed to mark afraid when this happens. You don't have to. Like, that's not the rules, but like that's.
for those who want to, because it's not like a strict mechanical thing how things go. But if for those who want to, can do that. As miasma pours forth from Box's arm and begins to fill the room. So I think you also kind of like see the same kind of like lights whipping around as you saw you were with Ellen, as they kind of like are these strands of light are kind of like attached to your arm, and as they kind of just like disperse the miasma and spread it throughout the room. Boone, would you like to arrive here and maybe do something, or would you like to leave this up to
Boone, you want to help?
your stepbrother?
So yeah, she's gonna walk in and just like open the door, like, "Hey, Mom, I'm home. Did the PI squad? Oh."
And you see your mom blocking a bladed wing coming from Bolt's shoulder, and miasma spilling forth from Box's arm, and Hannah and Ernest just kind of like sitting there on the couch.
This is unprecedented.
Honestly, Blessin, I think it's a good thing. This is unprecedented. I wouldn't want this to be happening all the time.
Yeah, no. That does do y'all need help?
Hannah will stand up and just be like, "We've had a day.
and then credits. Like, why even resolve this? Let's just cut the credits because it's funny.
She's gonna rush in and fly and try to grab Box and fly him out of the building, so he's not miasmaing everybody.
Oh, but that's hecka vitality drain. Everybody's getting hecka vitality
Yeah.
drained.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Alright.
gonna try to lessen that situation a little bit.
Yeah.
All right,
A lot of people in here.
Boone, have you got a freight marked?
I'm not sure because I'm not on the roll 20. Hold on, give me a second.
Okay.
Roll
Otherwise,
20 is
just
not
mark
letting me
condition.
in.
Okay. Otherwise,
So it
Boone,
might
you
be
just
having issues right now.
mark a condition. In the meantime, Ernest and Hannah, what would you like to do? Let's
Is
say that we're kind of like in the end game here.
What's Bolt
Alright.
doing?
Yeah,
Like,
is the miasma an
The
actual
miasma
physical thing?
leaves. The miasma is a visible thing, but it leaves with Box.
It's just sort of like it's just an anime bullshit thing where it's like the power, the pressure is so
Well,
great that it leaves stuff everywhere.
Yeah, the question would be: is it something that Ernest could blow with physical wind out of the house?
No, it's more about me being there. It's more like a ghost or shadowy thing rather than like a weather phenomenon. So yeah, the wind itself wouldn't, I don't think, affect it as much. I don't think.
I think Ernest would try to go over to Bolt then.
I think Bolt is kind of stuck, like his powers are stuck on.
Mhm.
So he-
Are his hands and eyes just like continually glowing now or something?
So his hands are glowing. When he uses his powers, it mostly looks from the outset like he's just really checked out.
Mm-hmm.
But he probably is also in pain right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So it's
I think
probably like a really disconcerting thing to look at.
Yeah, I think Ernest will go right up to Bolt because he's seen Bolt's Dataverse form before.
Mhm.
And Ernest also has his wings from the Dataverse. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna it's also gonna wreck some stuff in this room, but he's gonna unfold his rainbow lightning butterfly wings and kind of like look at Bolt and just say like, hey, focus, you've done this before. I know it's weird to be doing it like in the real world, but I promise you can control this.
Oh man. Can Bolt even hear him? Is the question here.
Ernest could roll a comfort and support.
Go ahead, Ernest.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do it in the generic because I can't get into
Sure.
roll 20, but I do know what my labels are.
That's good.
I got a 2 in mundane, that's pretty good. And I believe I don't have any conditions marked. I don't have that written down separately, but I think that is true.
You're not Angie.
Yeah.
Does Ernest have influence over
Yes.
Bolt?
Oh,
Ernest
yeah,
has
for sure.
influence, and oh no, it's the rival one, so I don't think this would frustrate Bolt.
No, I don't think so.
So it's 9, but yeah.
Okay. So, I don't have the moves open. I forgot
Hold
what
on.
this does. Yeah. Oh yeah. If box opens up to Ernest,
Gaia.
then shift labels or
On a hit, they hear you.
All right. So I guess what I will do is I'll clear hopeless.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Bolt sort of like I think when the shit started happening, the hand on his shoulder sort of like clenched down on his arm.
Mhm.
And he sort of like forces himself to remove it and let go and like checks back into reality. Just like, Ernest, what the fuck is going on?
You've got wings.
Ernest, I think I'm a robot.
That might be a possibility.
What?
Look, just they're kind of all over the place. Can you put them away? And Ernest will kind of like start folding his wings like in to kind of like encourage Bolt to mimic it.
I will try. Does Bolt have control over his new robo wings?
You know, there's a move for this.
Oh boy.
At least you cleared hopeless.
Yeah.
I will just say that on a hit you managed to do it. So
All right. So I'm unleashing my powers again. Wingnut's here to help because God knows I need it. And she's uniquely uniquely suited to assist in this situation. That's an 11. All right, I killed it.
Nice.
all right. The wing folds back up and folds back up and like almost impossibly tiny, and then folds back into your shoulder, and you feel click back into place, and hurts a bit when it comes back in, sort of like when you get a shot, like a flu shot, or otherwise you get some blood sample taken or something like that. But you're back to normal for a certain version of.
Yeah. Where's it? Where's Box?
Just breathe. Box's glove came off.
It's just lying in tatters on the ground.
God.
Did Boone take Box out of house?
Yee.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna fly to my house and get a replacement if I don't kill Boone in the process.
All right. Bolt's just gonna sit there and hyperventilate.
Ernest won't be walking Bolt breathing exercises because that is a thing he does for his friends.
I think Maggie picks up Bolt's glove and like holds it up and says, "Can one of you maybe go after Boone and make sure she gets this?"
It's pretty messed up. Can we like fix it somehow?
I can try.
Do you know if Box has more of those?
I don't know.
What is Box's glove made of? Like lead and just cloth?
It's lead, silver, and space age like fibers to hold it together as a glove.
Just trying the whole fucking kitchen.
Yeah,
thing.
just
No,
everything.
that's it. Literally, in other sessions in other sessions that Box hasn't been there for, it has been suggested that the two like restraining things that Box and Tad use, Box's glove and Tad's wristwatch, are actually ineffectual completely, and it's completely psychological.
It's like a
But that might be
placebo.
true. It might be
So-
true. It might not be true.
So I think what Maggie does is she hands it over to Helen, and Helen walks them to like a little cupboard, opens it, and gets some wool out of it, and then sits down on the couch and starts to like crochet and cross stitch stuff into the glove to fix it back up.
That's adorable.
And she you kind of see that she's kind of like very focused on it as she is doing this.
Miss Ostenburg.
Yes.
I can so once it's fixed, I can try getting it there. Wait, did I drive us here? Do I have my bike?
Can three of us fit on a bike?
Maybe.
Bolt is a very large lad.
Do you
I
have
am a
a- do you
very
have a
small
side-
lad.
Do you have a
Hey.
if you have a sidecar, I feel like 3 would fit.
No.
Hey Ernest, did you get your driver's license?
No, it didn't make any sense in New York. I
Does
can
Boone-
fly
does-
though.
Does Boone have her driver's license?
No, because Boone can fly.
And Boone is flying me. What is
Well-
happening with that?
Miss,
Right.
you're like, and like Hannah will blush a little bit and be like, you're real strong, right?
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
No, this is my mom.
Listen,
Yeah.
could you
What about it?
throw me there?
Oh my god.
Oh. Oh, this is that yeeting thing that y'all was.
Yeah,
that
you could
y'all-
yeet me.
If you were yoked faster than Boone can fly, would it not kill you?
Hannah has a superhuman physique. It's fine.
You know, honestly, ever since my blessing told me about the one time that she and her friends like did the like whole chain yeeting thing to get this gravity boy out of the sky before space laser hit the city. I've always kind of been interested in trying something like that for me.
I would be if you I can take it. So like if you want to yeet me, I'll point in the direction that Box lives. And yeah, we can just try that.
All right. And I think just after that comes up and like hands over the glove that and now it's like stitched up with all sorts of like pretty colors and patterns. And hands it over to you. Shay.
That is an insanely fast crochet. That is superhero powered crocheting.
That's adorable and I love it. Like,
Doesn't
oh,
I mean doesn't Maggie have like Threads of Fate aesthetics?
I mean, yeah, but that lets her see the future. It doesn't literally let her sew super fast.
okay. Thank you, Miss Wells. And she'll like hold on to it like in her like hug it basically so she can like hold on to it really tight. And then okay. And then she'll hurry outside and like look around and be like, okay, so downtown is that way. There was the 7-Eleven. There. Okay, it's that way.
Okay. And Maggie will pick you up. First, like put you on her shoulder as you like hug the glove. Then put a hand under you and go like, "You ready?"
Yep.
And then like go through her knees a little bit and like, you know how people like
Shot
throw
put.
like one of those heavy cannonballs.
Like a
She
shot
like
put?
does like two like shot put, yeah, like do like two twists and such, and then thrust. And Shade, you just feel the wind like blast in your face. Very happy that you're wearing a mask, because otherwise your face might have been blasted up. And you soar through the sky and as you see Boone and Box coming closer. We'll cut back to the inside. We'll just leave that hanging for a little
We
bit.
still haven't covered what happened when Boone grabbed me.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, the Roomba. Okay. What do you want to have happened, Boone?
I mean, Boone would have just like I'm assuming Box is probably like, hey, you're gonna get fucking vitality drained if you do this, and Boone's like, I got plenty.
Yeah. But last time I touched her for 1 second and she fucking passed out, so
Was that
I mean-
before or after she became a Valkyrie?
that was after she became a Valkyrie.
Was that
Okay.
before or after she got her super strength and toughness?
That was definitely after.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've
not
drained
that
her
long ago.
instantly when she was at her peak. However, you know, it's all down to the dice rolls. You know what I mean?
Yes, play to find out.
Lucky fluke. I wasn't paying attention. Listen, dude. I had a demon try to steal my soul. It took them like 18 months or something like that, and they still never got it. So like, you know, I'm pretty sure I just have a lot of vitality or whatever.
Or I'm way better at it than your demon.
That's.
I've got a replacement glove at my apartment. If you
Okay.
can make it there.
Well,
Boone.
yeah.
Can you please take a powerful blow?
Yeah, I can take a powerful blow. I can take a fucking powerful blow. if Discord stops pushing notifications right over the tab for Roll20.
Yeah, it does that. It's the worst.
Were you able to get in the roll 20?
Otherwise, we can just make it an Unleash Your Power. That might be easier in this case.
Nope.
Hmm.
They powerful blowed and they missed completely, which is great.
Nice.
Cool. So, how do you struggle through it and make it to Bach?
You know, can I just say she has more vitality now? I think what she does this time, because the last time she like wasn't prepared for this, like she does have her healing magic and shit. So like, I think what happens is she just like uses that to like coat her vitality in like a protective kind of.
Okay.
Oh, she does what Ellen did.
I
fun.
have. Yeah. Okay. I have one question for you, Amy. Amram.
Hi, it's me.
Does Boone reach Box's apartment, like, quickly, or before she gets there? Does she get knocked out of the sky by shade hitting her after her mom throws shade?
And then all three of us go tumbling down, and Boone forgets to coat herself in healing magic, and we all get unconscious by the magic, and then we all die. The end.
And we play to fight out.
All right, so y'all crash down, and I'm kind of picturing that as like all of you kind of like crash down onto the ground, and then and like Box is kind of just like lying there, hands sticking up into the sky, like miasma coming off of it, and the glove that Hannah was carrying with her just lands somehow perfectly on top of his hand.
Yay.
I mean, of course, it doesn't like click into place and everything, but
Yep. I think it's just enough to like hold it in.
Did we just like land on a building?
yes, it is a 7-Eleven.
Yeah, it lands there. Shade is like on her like I think Shade like slid a little bit on the roof, and like pushes herself up, and just like dives and tries to like close it all.
Mhm.
And then like, are you good?
Yeah,
I'm okay.
I'm good.
Boone, are you okay?
Yeah, no, I think I'm good.
Fuck.
Yeah,
What is any of this? What?
Bolt's a robot. I was made. Smokescreen is all our dads.
No, shut up.
Start over.
Okay, as you say, start over. I think that's a good point to cut back to the house and leave that for an out of character explanation.
Yeah.
So back at the Ostenburg Wells house, it's just Ernest and Bolt, I believe, and Maggie and Helen. I think Maggie walks back in. Did Ernest still want to say something to Bolt, or Bolt to Ernest?
I think Ernest would have mainly been trying to get Bolt to
Bolt's
stop hyperventilating.
freaking out.
and Ernest is just trying to walk him through like breathing exercises, because that's what helps him when he freaks out.
I think Helen kind of like comes to Ernest and says, "Why don't you just take and outside for a little walk? Maybe that will do him good."
Oh, what do you think, Bolt? Do you want to go outside? Do you want to stay in here?
Yeah, let's go outside so that if I freak out and do more crazy robot shit, I don't break the house. That sounds good. Oh boy.
Yeah, Ernest will just kind of lead him.
Oh,
and also
God.
just kind of go on like, hey, it wouldn't be the first time, like,
Oh my God.
Like when I get nightmares, power can go out. It's fine. You're fine.
Ernest, what about Cassie?
What about, like, you're worried that Cassie's a robot too?
Well, if I'm a robot,
I don't know that. So, I guess I don't. It's a little different because yours are like more physical, and like I did do a whole thing where I like pulled my powers into the dataverse and also kind of overlap my dataverse form with my regular form, but like
I
I don't know.
don't think this is Dataverse stuff.
Yeah, probably not.
Although that
Oh
is
my God.
a benign explanation that we could definitely back
Yeah.
off into.
Mhm.
What am I? What do I do now?
I mean, do you want to talk to Cassie about it or your parents about it? You seem like
She's
pretty
gonna-
about that, but they could probably give you some answers.
She's gonna freak out. Cassie's gonna freak out. If I tell her I'm a robot, oh my God.
Why would she freak out?
This isn't a normal thing, Ernest. This is a very weird thing to learn that your brother is a robot.
Look, my brother found out that I had powers when I struck him with lightning, and he didn't like stop being there for me after that.
I mean,
So,
I'm
like-
sure she won't disown me, but she's gonna freak out. She'll be scared for me.
Do you want to not like tell her forever? That doesn't seem like a
No,
better solution.
no, I definitely can't do that. That's definitely a bad idea. Oh God. But like, if I tell my parents, if they made me, but they didn't tell, like, why any of this? Why?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're probably the only ones that can tell you that. Like, you tried talking to Maggie and like whoever else, and I know it's probably not going to be a good conversation, but I think if you want that answered, you're going to have to ask them yourself.
Mm.
You don't have to do it like right now, but
No, I don't think I want to. Oh God, this is so messed up.
So, Bolt,
Yes.
sounds like you may have been sharing in the vulnerability.
Yeah, that's sure. Let me look at my team moves. When you share a vulnerability or weakness with someone, ask them to confirm or deny that you should be here. If they confirm it, mark potential good influence. If they deny it, mark angry. Which
I feel like what Ernest has been saying has been along the lines of like,
like this is
you're gonna
fine.
be okay. You'll figure
Everything's
it out.
fine, buddy.
It might be rough, but you'll figure it out.
All right. Then you just do that.
Yeah, you get
Uh,
influence, which means you're shifting labels.
Ooh. Let's see. I think it's gotta be freak up.
Yeah, that tracks. That tracks.
I think it's mundane up, actually. Mundane than learning you're a robot.
I think it's gonna be superior down in the
Okay.
sense that like Ernest thinks
You're being
that
an
Bolt
idiot
has
by-
been trying to be
Yeah.
well, he's been like trying to be too clever and like tricksy with this, and Ernest is just like just go like, you know who can answer your questions. Just go to them and stop. Stop trying to be all roundabout about it.
Fair enough.
Oh, aren't Ernest trying to... Wait.
All right. So, with that, the two of them leave the house and go on a walk, right?
Yep.
I think as soon as they're out of the house and they're out of vision from the window, like Maggie kind of like waving them. I think Helen kind of goes like, "Okay, good," and then just promptly faints after all of the stress and all of the shit happening. And Maggie just, puts her down on the couch. And I think that is where we can fade out and end the session.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So, credits roll. Pumped up beats.
Oh my god.
Let's do some end of session moves.
Oh,
Cool.
oh, Darcy, you're a champion.
So,
Gosh.
starting off with the man of the hour, Bolt.
Oh god. Oh man. Oh
Did you go close
Jesus.
to the team, away from the team, or into your own image?
Jesus Christ. Did I do any of those things?
It sounds like you grew away from your own image because something
Yeah.
entirely different was revealed.
Going
Man.
into your own image could be like a weird one too.
I could see you like closer to Ernest or growing away from Box, possibly from some of the things that happened. I think, or maybe
Don't grow away from me.
Yeah.
We went on this
I
hell
grew
journey
away from
together.
Box. Yeah, our relationship has always been making each other's lives harder. But together. It feels weird to grow closer to Ernest when he was in this session for like half an hour. But he did.
I mean,
help.
I'm offering you
Yeah.
option to do that.
Yeah,
and
I
others-
think I'll probably do own image. I just have to think of what label shift I want.
Okay, you just think about that then for
Yeah.
a little bit. And Box,
Hi.
what's your option? What are you doing?
Well, first I would like permission to mark a doom.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I actually haven't been talking enough about your Doom. I feel like you should definitely mark Doom at least like twice during this session when it broke out.
I'm up for
But
two.
I keep forgetting to mention it.
I'm up for two. I'm marking two doom. Two doom's been marked. End of session moves. So I would like to grow closer to the team. I mean, I'm already. No, you know who I'm not close to, but who this has made me feel closer to is Hannah for sure. I would like to grow closer to you. I would like to give influence to you and clear a condition or mark potential.
Okay.
I mean, you did just get Yote to save me, so I think that I can. Like that is definitely that resonates.
Cool. Speaking of getting Yote, Hannah, Shade.
Joke answer. Can I give influence to Maggie?
Honey.
She already had
Maggie
this.
knows.
Yeah.
Maggie knows. She's got it. She's got influence.
Real answer. I think Bolt.
Okay.
Because in that moment where he was like, "This isn't true," it was like, "Oh, that's what I sounded like." Okay. Yep.
That is entirely fair.
Yeah, just that moment of like, oh wow, yeah, we're both dealing with a lot of stuff right now. Like that was kind of when Hannah was just like snapped out of her funk.
See, now I'm almost sad we didn't have a movie like that for Bach, but I feel like Bach is also like the most unflappable.
Box took the opposite track where he assumed every possible conclusion was true.
And what, pray tell, has dissuaded Box of those conclusions?
Hannah's just gonna like box into his own apartment and be like, "Stay in here and work out all your conspiracy theories, and then calm down." Slam door.
But Bean is also in the apartment. And she has a red string board, and she's like, "Okay, but before you do that, tell me what's going on here."
Okay.
Lily.
So with that,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Bolt needs to move some labels.
Labels. Yeah. I'm gonna do mundane up, superior down.
How dare you?
I know, right? That's the anti-tech gremlin way, but Hannah spent a lot of time just sort of losing her shit and insisting and sort of refusing to accept answers.
You're valid.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to mark potential.
Bolt, have you decided on what labels you wanted to shift?
Yeah.
I kind of want to say that you can't shift Freak down or Superior up, considering those were like really recently shifted by Ernest.
Oh yeah. I was gonna do Freak up because Boy's a robot. And I guess Mundane down because Boy's a robot.
All right, seems perfectly valid. And with that, we come to the end of our credits, thanking DrWreckage as Box, thanking Lily as Shade, thanking Crewe as Bolt, with special guest appearances by Casey as Ernest, and Amaranth as Boone, and Darcy as all the other parts. And
Yes.
we fade to black and go to our post-credits scene.
God.
Where
Oh boy.
we find ourselves in what looks like a meticulous and clean, but also kind of oppressive building, as we find ourselves in an ageist prison where somebody's pushing a cart past some cells and delivering plates of food. And we see a pair of hands grab one, and we go up where we see a smoke screen in profile, and suddenly like a vibration going through his body as he kind of like shivers and goes like, it feels like something bad just happened, and it is definitely pertaining to me, but. And then from off screen we hear Speculoos like, oh yeah, I have. You can cut the OBS.
Perfect.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.